against the stream. It don't matter what race or creed or color. You love this land and you're my brother. That anyways, you know your stand. If you say you can't breathe, I'll show you we can. Ain't never gonna stop believing. We were born for freedom. We're born for freedom.
Oh, hey, that's me on YouTube. Okay, let me flip it back. Boom. All right. Yeah. So what ended up happening was the tow truck never really showed up. It showed up 10 minutes before I got back to the station, which means it basically showed up 25 minutes after I fixed it. So I just said, fuck it. Like, I'm cold. I'm out here by myself. I'm not trying to deal with this anymore. So I went over to the side of the gas station. I grabbed one of those wood pallets. I slid that shit underneath. And then when I was finally able to figure out what the actual frame of the vehicle was, I put the jack on top of the wood because it had, it has those 4x4s. I put it on top of that so it'd be really sturdy. Fucking cranked it and cranked it and cranked it and cranked it, lifted it right up. I had that tire changed in 5 minutes. That's all I needed. That's in between. Basically, TikTok saved me. The pinch wheeled, I don't know if that's what it's called. Wire wheeled, tire wheeled, pinch wheeled, body frame, plastic frame, stainless steel frame. I don't know which one's which. I don't know which one's which, so. Hello, YouTube. All right. Wheeled was in wielding. All good, though. Glad you got home. So thank you. I thought they were going to be all pissed about it. Like, oh, you fucked up. But they weren't. I mean, I'm sure with the amount of vehicles and drivers that this company has, I cannot be the worst one. Like, I'm sure that, I mean, I've seen dents in the car where people have hit trees. They've backed into rocks, backed into fences. Like, I didn't even, so on the top of the thingy, it didn't dent, it just scratched it. So luckily I was going slow enough into the parking structure that it didn't just like totally destroy the top of the vehicle. It didn't destroy the lights. It didn't dent it. It just scratched the fuck out of it. And it basically wedged itself, but it didn't dent it. So I was really happy about that. So yeah. So now we know. A good 2x4 or a good 4x4 can pretty much solve any problem. Hello, Ragers. How y'all doing? I'm hoping Garrett comes in tonight because I really wanted to finish doing the Revelation reading. We 2 nights ago, we were working on Revelation, and we were kind of like trying to assess whether or not we're in the middle of Armageddon. And we concluded that we are. So, yeah, we were just trying to see parallels. Yes, there's a clearance marker, but I wasn't paying attention. That's why I said I fucked up. My mind was racing, and I wasn't thinking about I wasn't thinking about my environment because my mind was going too fast. So, yeah, there's I mean, the van is 9.2, and there was a clearance marker. I just didn't look at it because I was trying to go so fast. And the thing is, I actually have been doing really, really well at this job. So I just wanted to keep it up and try to keep doing better, but I fucked up. So. Celine, did you make a donation to the fundraiser? Celine, did you make your donation yet? Because I haven't gotten a message from you. Oh, no, no, no. Desi, this was my fault. This was totally my fault. So Desi, do you want me to put any pictures from your military service into this video? Because I think hold on, let me see. I think I'm off tomorrow. So tomorrow I want to finish and publish all these videos and upload all of them. So no, Desi, I did it. You didn't hear about it? Hey, Jim, my dear, I need you to send me the screenshot of your donation. So, Celine, the donation link it's scrolling in the bottom of the screen right here. So if you want a Cash App, it's Zach is Innocent. Or if you want to use credit card or debit card, go to defendzach.com, please. How are you doing tonight, Jim? Nah, all mine are usually us messing around, the most unprofessional. Yes, Ghost Mountain, I did make it home. I'm fine. I changed the tire in 5 minutes. I changed it in 5 minutes. All I did was I slid that pallet underneath, and we were good to go. That's all I needed to do. And it's just shocking. Nobody at dispatch told me to do it. The guy that was helping me, my coworker, didn't tell me to do it. Nobody told me to do it except for you guys. So I literally owe you like, I don't owe you my life, but I owe you guys big thanks for that. If I'd have known that you guys would have solved my problem for me, I would have gone on TikTok first. Just saying. You guys are amazing. Who's Zach? I've been talking about Zach a lot the past couple of days. If you want to read his story, he's a friend of mine. He's a good friend, not a good friend, but let's just say I'm loyal to him, and I think he's pretty loyal to me. So he's really going through it right now, and his family needs money. So that's who Zach is. You can read his whole story on the website. It's defendzach.com. Thank you, Celine. I filled this cup to the top with wine. But my supervisor was like, hey, it's not a big deal. These things happen. It's just another day. I mean, I know I'm not the only one. I've seen those vans smash the fuck up. And here it was really nothing other than I couldn't get the jack to go high enough. And obviously I didn't know where I was supposed to place the jack. But it's a learning curve. And it's actually an announcement that we can make tomorrow in our morning meeting. And we can talk about this. So if anybody else gets in this situation, they can use the TikTok method of fixing these vans and it'll work. What are you talking about? It's not, Jim. What are you talking about? What is your comment in reference to? All right, you guys want to read the Bible? Y'all feel like getting spiritual? Spiritual? Okay. Let's see. Should we talk about the fall of Babylon? The defeat of Satan. When your octagon hats get jailed for nothing. Yeah, I know. I know, Jim. I know. We got the 1,000 years, the defeat of Satan, the great white throne of judgment, new heaven and new earth, new Jerusalem, the coming of Christ. That's a lot there. That all sounds very juicy. Why you call them octagon hats, by the way? Jim, what is that about? I mean, I know you're speaking in code, but I'm just curious what the reference is. Jim, did you send me? I looked in my phone. I looked in my email. I didn't see your receipt. Please send me the receipt so you can get in on the very cardy Christmas. Okay. Okay. That's better. All right, let's do the fall of Babylon. Okay, shall we? Shall we? Okay. After this, I saw another angel coming down from heaven, having great authority. The earth was illuminated with glory. He cried out mightily with a loud voice, saying, Fallen, fallen is the Babylon the Great. She has become a dwelling place of demons, a haunt for every unclean spirit, a haunt for every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her sexual immorality. The kings of the earth have committed adultery with her. The merchants of the earth have become rich through the abundance of her luxury. Then I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, lest you partake in her sins, lest you receive her plagues. For her sins have reached up to heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities. Render to her as she is rendered to you, and repay her double for her deeds. In the cup she has mixed a double portion for her. To the extent that she has glorified herself and lived luxuriously, so give her torment and sorrow. For in her heart she says, I sit as a queen, I am no and am no widow, and will see no sorrow. Therefore her plagues will come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she will be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judges her. The kings of the earth who have committed adultery and lived luxuriously with her will weep and mourn over her when they see the smoke of her burning. Standing far off for the fear of her torment, they will say, Alas, alas, for the great city, that mighty city Babylon, in 1 hour your judgment has come. The merchants of the earth will weep and mourn over her, for no one buys their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold, silver, precious stones, and pearls, fine linen, purple, silk and scarlet, all kinds of scented wood, all artifacts of ivory, all merchandise of the costly wood, bronze, iron, and marble, cinnamon and incense, myrrh and frankincense, wine, oil, fine flour and wheat, cattle and sheep, horses and chariots, slaves, and the souls of men. You're a Marine? Oh, Jim. Thank you for your service. I'm so happy. What foolishness? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. I mean, I've done a lot, but I didn't do anything recently. What are you talking about? Fruit that your soul lusted after has departed from you, and all the things which graceful and exquisite have departed from you, and you shall never find them. The merchants of these things who gained their wealth by her will stand far off for fear of her torment, weeping and wailing and saying, Alas, alas, the great city that was arrayed in fine linen, in purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. In 1 hour, such great riches came to nothing. All sea captains and seafaring men, sailors, and all who trade by sea stood far off and cried out when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like this great city? They threw dust on their heads and cried out, weeping and wailing and sailing. Alas, alas, the great city in which all who had ships in the sea grew rich from her wealth. In 1 hour she has been laid to waste. Rejoice over her, O heaven, and saints and apostles and prophets, for God has avenged you against her. Oh shit. Well, why does Babylon have to be America? Why can't Babylon be? Hey Odin, how are you? Bahala. I still have no clue what you're talking about, Jim, my dear. Where are we? All sea captains and seafaring men, sailors, and all who trade by sea stood off and cried out when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, "What city is like this great city?" They threw dust on their heads and cried out, weeping and wailing and saying, "Alas, alas, that great city in which all who had ships in the sea grew rich from her wealth. In 1 hour she has been laid to waste. Rejoice over her, O heaven, and saints and apostles and prophets, for God has avenged you against her." Then a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and threw it into the sea, saying, "With such violence, all shall that great city, Babylon, be thrown down, and shall be found no more." The sound of harpists, and musicians, flute players, and trumpeters shall not be heard in you anymore. No craftsman of any craft shall be found in you anymore, and the sound of a millstone shall not be heard in you anymore. Well, I feel like this is talking about economics. We have a supply chain issue. We have the pandemic thing. So that actually put a lot of people out of work. That put a lot of industries out of work. And so people are watching all of that fucking dissolve. Did I ever tell you guys the story of when there was no plastic for hangers? Hello, John. How are you? Hey, John, I don't know if you heard about the fundraiser, but I'm fundraising for a friend of mine. And I'm going to do a special private Christmas stream or Christmas video for you guys. And I would really love it if you could donate. I'd appreciate that a lot. The information is right here at the bottom. If you want to use Cash App, the money goes directly to his wife, and that is Zach is Innocent. And then if you want to use a debit card or credit card, you can use the website, which is defendzach.com. I'd really appreciate your help, John. I'm trying to raise $500 in the next 5 days. So I really need your help. So it's only a $10 minimum donation. That's it. Just $10. That's all I need. That same goes for you, Celine. And Jim, I need that receipt. And Jim, I need your email. So email it to this email right here, and then I'll have your email on file. Not on file, but I write everything down in my notebook. The light of a lamp shall shine in you no more, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard in you no more. For your merchants were the great men of the earth, and all nations were deceived by your sorcery. In her was found the blood of prophets and the saints, and of all who were slain on the earth. After these things I heard a great sound of many people in heaven shouting, "Hallelujah! Salvation and glory and honor and power belong to the Lord our God. For true and righteous are his judgments, because he has judged the great prostitute who corrupted the earth with her sexual immorality, and he has avenged her on the blood of servants." Hey, Mo, how are you? We're not really talking about anything. I was just trying to find out, I was just trying to deduce whether or not we're going through the tribulation, because I've been saying it for the last year that we are literally going through the tribulation. It's Armageddon right now. I'm surprised internet still works and the aliens have not come upon us. But I thought it would be fun to actually look at the book of Revelation and see if there is biblical parallels to see if what we're going through now can be interpreted as Armageddon. But yeah, I already know it is, but just for all the Christians who are still doubting that. Do you want to jump in? Oh, Mo, have you heard about my fundraiser? It's right down here, defendzach.com or Zach is Innocent on Cash App. Okay. Thank you, my dear. Let me give you the link if you want to. If you have any feedback about this or any thoughts about Revelation, please jump in and share those with me. I'd love to hear it. So there's the link right there. Again, they said, Hallelujah. Her smoke rises forever and ever. The 24 elders and the 4 living creatures fell down and worshiped God who sat on the throne, saying, Amen, hallelujah. The marriage supper of God. All right. So that was the fall of Babylon. Let's talk about the defeat of Satan. That sounds good. I want to defeat Satan. I want to make Satan my bitch. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. I hate the devil. If I ever meet the devil, I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna fuck him up so bad, causing all these people just. But then the thing is too, like, oh hi, oh there you are. I don't need to talk. Hold on.
Hey. Yo, hey, what's good? What's good, Jen? How you doing?
Good. Long time no speak. How are you?
Hey, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Let me adjust my camera real quick. Let me do this. All right. Oh, let me get this microphone. I don't need this microphone right now. Y'all can hear me.
Thank you, Tackleberry. I appreciate that. And
right,
we're gonna have to put something in that smoker real soon. How's Kelly?
Oh, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. You know, she's back there somewhere. I've been talking about this like with cussing at my job about everything that's happening right now is biblical. It's biblical. You go at Revelations. I mean, you go with a lot of it. You know, you go with the whole Bible. There's nothing new under the sun, especially with Revelations, especially the Book of Acts and stuff. You know, and I believe that right now is a wake up call for a lot of people. You know, I know that people have been dying. They've been doing that new under the sun, but this is the most craziest stuff I've seen in my lifetime. And from what is happening now, go ahead, Jay.
Oh, look, I just want to say good night to TikTok, and then I'm going to put myself on mute. You can keep talking.
Okay. It just remind me, you know, when you look at Lot and Lot's wife, right now people want to look back and turn into a pillar of salt, and that's the way things are going right now. People won't let go of the past. People won't let go about how people were oppressed back then, so they want to bring it up. That's the problem with a lot of the BLM members. They looking back and turn into a pillar of salt, and so they make it everything about race. So they keep on looking back. When you look back, you're going to freeze. You're gonna turn it to stone, and you will crumble when you keep looking back. When you move forward, get out of Sodom and Gomorrah. Get out of there, and don't look back. I remember when Lot said to his wife, he said, let's get out of here. Whatever you do, don't look back. And she said, I don't care what God says. I'm looking back. And look, we're telling these people, get out of here. This ain't about politics, y'all. This ain't about Trump. Just get out of here and don't look back. And that's the problem with these race hustlers. And that's the problem with these the socialists. They want to look back. They look back. And we can't look back. And that's a big problem. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new. Everything that you see in the Bible, it may be in a different translation. Don't look back. It's nothing new, yo. And I've been seeing that like, wow. I'm not no Bible scholar, but I do know my Bible. I meditate on the Bible, like Josh 1:8 says. When you read the Bible, you got to meditate. You can't just, and that's the problem. You even got some right wingers just read the Bible, but don't look under it, don't look up over it. People like to run away with one scripture, with a very popular scripture. You know, I know John 3:16 is a popular scripture, but read above, read down right here. Know what all this means.
This book of the law must not depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night so that you may act carefully according to all that is written in it. Then you will make your way successful and you will be wise. Well, I failed at that. But you know what? Train up a child in the way he should go, and he will not depart from it. So I departed from it, but it's still in my heart.
In your heart.
And especially now. And the thing is, I have tried not every religion, but you have to understand, like me growing up in Los Angeles, like I was around so many different cultures. We had Indian kids, we had Buddhist kids, we had, the Hare Krishnas, we had all the New Age stuff, all the, crystal, what I call the crystal community, all these energy Reiki people and whatnot. And so I was very, very open-minded. And there was something that my best friend said to me when I was 18. She says, your problem is that you're too open-minded. And you know what? If anyone has ever spoken truth over my life to illustrate the amount of foolishness that I have behaved, that is it. I'm too open-minded. I strayed too far from my Christian roots. And what happened was I just continued to like trust these devils, these demonic ass people, and let these demonic ass people around me because I'm so open-minded. I'm so into like, oh, let's all be friends and let's all be like multicultural and like diverse and all this other shit, and it's like, no, there's a certain moral standard that we all need to be living by. And if you can't get it on your own, then perhaps it is time to open your Bible and figure it out.
Yes. Figure it out.
Real quick, let me say hello to Queen Mata, my darling. Long time no see. I'm happy you're here, sweetheart. Oh, Meryl, I was actually talking about you earlier in the video, so I'm glad you're here. Meryl, if you want to jump in the stream, I'm going to throw the link in the chat. Queen Mata, I don't know if you're aware, but I am having a fundraiser for my friend Zach and his wife, really. Zach is in prison right now, and he's not even going to see a judge until May of next year. He is a political prisoner. And I'm really trying to make sure that his wife can pay his bills and do something nice for their baby. He has a baby that he was the chapter president of the Philly chapter. Who's. So he's in jail, and he's one of about over 600 patriots that have been arrested. I don't have the number, how many are actually still incarcerated, but it seems like the ones that are actually incarcerated just seem to be from a certain group, and they seem to be getting the worst treatment out of everybody. So I just want to get this money. I want to get this money in. We need to get this money in, patriots.
It just saddens me and just pisses me off so much. And people like, what about the? I said, you know what? I know a handful of the people that got arrested personally, and you do too. And
I know 2 handfuls of people,
right? And that's no shape or form, because I remember when I went to these rallies and I was going to knock Antifa out. These people had pulled me back and said, "Mo, come here, man. Let me pray for you, bro. We don't act like that. Don't feed them. Don't feed them." They have to hold me back and be like, bro, no, they have to hold me back because I'm fresh in this movement.
Because we from that. I mean, I'm not from that life, but living in Oakland, that life became my life. Like, I'm not like you want to burn a flag in front of me? You want to spit on a cop in front of me?
Right, right,
I'm gonna beat your fucking ass.
right.
You ain't spitting on nobody in front of me. You spit on somebody, that's a death sentence where I'm from.
Yep.
Anyway, we got some. Go ahead.
There was 10 people over there right by me, like, hey, Mo, hey, watch Mo, man. Mo, we're going to feed into them. And so they have three, they'll send 3 people around me for I won't get past them. You know, and I was like, hold on, man. By them being violent, and I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. It's like, come on, y'all. We know what it is. I'm just lost for words with that. Like y'all, is it that easy to make now see what political prisons really mean? Is it that easy to lock them up for doing nothing?
It is that easy, and that's what's the most terrifying part. So Mo, I have 2 friends from TikTok I would like you to introduce you to. So we've got Ricky Manor, and then we've got Merrill Garrett. These guys have been huge supports over on TikTok. Ricky has a YouTube page. I'm not sure if you do, Merrill, but I would like you to meet my friend Mo. So everybody say hi to each other.
Oh man,
nice to meet you, Ricky. Nice to meet you, Ricky. Hey,
I'm a huge fan of Mo. I follow his channel all the time.
Thanks, man.
I'm honored to be on the same stream as you, sir.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm honored to
be here. Man. I've been watching you for a while too, man, and it's good to meet you.
Shut up, nigga.
What's up,
bro? Thank you, Kelly.
Okay. What up, bro?
Well, man, Mo had me laughing and rolling all the time. How he attacks all these people. I love it.
Yeah, Red Pill Rage, I know, Mo.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you guys all know each other. It's definitely a small network of really mostly really good people. So I'm glad we're all together tonight. So real quick before I let you guys talk, there is no subject or topic tonight. It's a whatever stream. I just got off work. I'm trying to finish this cup of wine, and at some point I got to go to bed, but I would love to hear any thoughts, updates, stories, news, anything. You will see at the very bottom of the stream, I have my defendzach.com fundraiser. We need to send his wife some money. So Garrett, I did not get your screenshot. So if you could just email
me. I got to send that.
Yeah, email me on this email, and that'll be great because now I can, it's really hard for us to stay connected on TikTok because I'm sure all of you get so many messages that it's just like you have to scroll through. But if you send me an email, I'm going to get it right away. Okay. So if anyone wants to talk to me like in live time, use this email. And so, Ricky, if it's okay with you, I would like to ask that you make a donation as well. It's a $10 minimum donation. I don't expect any more than that. And if anyone can't make a donation, there is also a place on the website where you can write Zach a Christmas card. So that shouldn't cost anyone more than like $1 for the card. You can get a fucking card at the 99-cent store. Get a $1 card and get a fucking 60-cent stamp. So if you guys want to write him a letter, and what I'm trying to do is anyone who is ex-military, I would love for you guys to actually write him a heartfelt letter and let this man know and keep him strong. So.
Okay, I can do that. Can I tell a little story?
Please take the floor so I can roll a blunt. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to kind of give you an insight of what the inside of the Republican Party is and how horrible it's become. I'm a member of my local chapter, RNC, in Virginia. And we have a meeting every Monday, and we talk about the elections, and we talk about how to plan for legislation and all that stuff, and how to get to the inner city and talk to, the black community. So I was making suggestions, and I've been making the suggestion and pushing for. We need to tell these people more about school choice and things like that. And I said we need to open up an office like in the heart of the black community. If you know anything about Richmond, Virginia, I live in Churchill. That's majority black. So I'm saying we got a DNC center here. Why don't we have a Republican center here? And their response to me, mind you, this is mostly a black committee with a black committee chair. We don't want to offend anybody with our ideals in the black community. School choice doesn't offend anybody. Going to school, getting a good education, taking up a trade, that doesn't offend anybody. I don't understand why. We don't talk about problems like single motherhood. We don't talk about it in our chapter about how they just put up a Planned Parenthood right smack in the middle of the black community. They took down houses of people who've been living there for years, bought their houses under their nose, kicked them out so they could put a Planned Parenthood there. And we didn't do anything about it. But when I talk to these other community members and the other Republicans about it, they act scared. But these same people can go have a photo shoot with BLM members. You gotta be kidding me. These are the same people who burned down in my city black businesses. Because the majority of the businesses that is around me are black businesses. And you're sitting there hugging the same people who burned these businesses down. They've been there for 30 and 40 years. Richmond has become totally horrible because it's Democratic run by the city council and the mayor who supports George Soros because he backs him. We're starting to now have, I'm pretty sure y'all know tent cities like they do in Portland and parts of San Francisco.
What you mean parts of San Francisco? That's all of San Francisco and Oakland and LA and Vegas and now Austin as well.
Well, you can add Richmond, Virginia to that list. Because all north side now is one big tent. You would think Woodstock was there. I mean, it's ridiculous. And you keep trying to tell these black people what's wrong. And they absolutely refuse to listen to you. They just don't. They don't want to hear anything. All they want to hear about is feelings. So I said, well, we need to switch our strategy and go more social because the facts and data is just not getting through to them. And the reason Virginia flipped red is because we switched our ideas and stopped using facts and figures because they don't want to hear it. It took critical race theory and the little girl getting sexually molested in the bathroom for them to change their mind. And then when they finally start going to these teachers' meetings and school board meetings, they found out exactly what their kids were learning. And that's what flipped Virginia red. And they want to tell you, the national media want to tell you, well, Virginia flipped red because stay-at-home white women flipped it red. That's a lie. You look at the precincts, multiple black districts voted for Youngkin, especially the two biggest districts, 63 and 75. I live in 75. No surprise, most of the people that live there are two-parent homes and think conservative. So the Republican Party has a major problem within the party because we have a lot of traitors in that party who don't care, who wants to sell their stocks and bonds and whatever, and they don't really care about the American people like they claim to be.
Red pill rage. Did we talk about this last week about how there's a lot of people inside of the Republican Party, even the black outreach is sold out because I mean Mo knows how I feel about Candace as well. These people come out and they destroy our message, so people like you and me can't go out there and relate to these people because the commercialized version of the Republican Party is tainted. There's no real black outreach.
No. And there's not gonna be, because much like the Democratic Party, the blacks community is dwindling in population and circumstances that make them unable to vote, to the point where you're just going to have to skip over them and just deal with Mexicans. Honestly, like, that's what the Democrats are doing. The Democrats don't give a fuck about niggas. They just want to make sure they get the Mexicans here, and they get the Mexicans in numbers, and they're making sure that they're paying for the Mexicans to have 6 babies as soon as they come over the border, so they'll never get deported, because they'll keep having babies, and they can't get deported until their baby's 18. So just have one every couple of years, right? So yeah, this is it. BMT, I don't think you've been on my show. If you want to unmute your mic and say hello, introduce yourself. I don't think I've ever seen you before, BMT.
Hey, what's up? This is BMT.
What's up,
No,
bro?
I've never been. What's
What's
up,
up,
man?
BMT?
What's up? What's up? No, I just came through. Only came through because of Mo, and just I guess to check out this channel. That's all. And I was just listening to the conversation, and I was asking the question, what makes black people emotional? But I always keep hearing that black people are emotional. They're emotional. What makes us emotional?
Does anyone want to start by answering that question, or?
I really don't understand the question.
The question was, what makes black people emotional? Somebody was saying that black people vote emotional, and I was trying to ask the question, what makes us emotional? So I'm just trying to ask the question, what makes us emotional? So
because a lot of blacks, let's be honest, they don't want that free shit to go away. I mean, a lot of them do want to be stuck. I'm saying it's not all, but you got black people that want to prosper and don't want to be stuck. But the ones that want to be stuck are the emotional ones.
okay, so all right, no, okay, this is good. So are the other groups not emotional, or it's just black people?
In my opinion, the only culture that raises their children to believe in the boogeyman, aka the white man, are blacks. Just in my opinion. You don't see Koreans and Japanese blaming the normal troubles of life on another race. You don't see that. You don't see that within Hispanic culture either. I think a lot of it just has to come from just this not only is it a slave mentality, but it's a Stockholm syndrome that has been perpetuated for at least, I don't know, the last over 150 years since slavery. You know what I mean? In 2065, it'll be 200 years since slavery ended. Okay, so that's less than 40 years from now that it's been almost 200 years. But blacks are the only ones who perpetuate it in their family. Like, one thing that I remember about my grandma, and not to say my grandmother was racist, but I'm just simply talking about the rhetoric, so just using my grandma as an example. Everything was about the white man, white woman. I used to work for this white man. I used to work for this white woman, and this white man did this, and this white woman did that. And there was always a sense of like, there was always this sense of, well, nothing in your life can go wrong due to your own circumstances. It's always the black man, so it's just it's just the culture of both having a hard on for white people and almost wanting to be white versus like hating white people because you think white people are responsible for your own bad life choices. It was very weird because there are aspects, not of white culture, but there are aspects of what I should say, like not having a victimhood mentality that are very beneficial for everybody. But the Black community does not want to explore what that feels like or what that looks like. So I think it's cultural. I think it's generational. Like the problem is that for those of us who are Gen X, we've been listening to our baby boomer and depression era aunties and uncles and mama and them and daddy and them and grandma and them and grandpappy and them. We've been listening to them talk about their oppression, that it's just become second nature to think that you are oppressed as well.
Okay. All right.
That's my opinion.
Okay, so that's their opinion. And so this is very interesting. I love having this discussion. So in that aspect, now that granted, now that we're seeing that the culture of the nuance of the world is changing, and that America is now is definitely their vote, because I like to always hear when black people say people saying that black people voted for the Democrats. But then it's very interesting when I go outside to a lot of these meetings now. Y'all brought up the school system about the trades and everything. Was that something that black people did or white people did when they took the trades out? I'm just asking the question. Because that's a social economical type of thing.
Took the what out? Took the what out? The trades?
Yeah, trade.
You mean out of schools?
Yep. Do you know what schools get trades?
Well, it used to be in high schools.
No, what kind of schools? What kind of schools?
Are you talking about vocational schools?
No, not just vocational schools. You said high schools, right? So
right.
Do schools still have trades or no? Or what type of schools have trades?
My high school didn't know, so I would say no.
Okay, so your high school didn't have trades.
Mine did. Mine did. We had all kinds of specialty educational programs and electives.
Okay. All right. Now, all right. So your schools didn't have specialties and electives, tech and different type of carpentry. So I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out about this. This black people emotional, and I'm trying to figure out who's keeping trades out. But I mean, who doesn't want to work?
I can't speak for anywhere else, but I can tell you in California, the school budget cuts have affected everyone. And again, California is very diverse. So access to those kind of electives and specialty programs have been restricted for everybody. But in California, I can attribute it to budget cuts. I don't know what else to attribute that to. I'd love to hear everyone else's answers.
Yeah,
well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I want to hear what y'all saying. I want to hear.
No, I'm here in Richmond, Virginia, and when you know who Doug Wilder is?
Go ahead. Tell me about your.
Yeah, well, Doug Wilder, the former governor of Virginia, who became mayor of Richmond, Virginia, he had put in place policies and legislation to have a special tax taken out for primarily the schools and school boards and all that stuff to implement trades and all that. But as the year went on, the city council decided to reallocate that money to something else. And that happens every year here. They always say they're going to take out some money of the budget. And his budget was $33 million, was supposed to be strictly for the school system, to build new schools, improve busing, improve teacher pay. And every year in the budget, they reallocate that money or most of that money to something else that we don't need.
Like what?
One, they allocate to like new playgrounds. This place has plenty of playgrounds.
Well, don't y'all complain? Don't y'all complain about kids getting into trouble and drugs and violence and stuff?
No, I don't.
Okay, but I'm saying, isn't that a big talking point of a lot of social media?
Yeah, but I live in this part, so I know that's not a big problem here.
Okay, but I'm saying, is that not a big part of issues like children and uh, environment and stuff? Like, I'm trying to figure out because
Yeah.
now, now, mind you, now here's the interesting thing. After high school, right? There's a place called Voc Rehab. Where a lot of the GED kids or little delinquents or whatever people that get in trouble with the system, anybody can go there. It's free.
Right.
Now, why can't you go there? Why can't that? It's still free. You're still getting it free. Or do you trying to say that you want the school to cover trade schools also?
Job Corps is free.
I
My cousin went to
know.
Job Corps.
I know. You know, it's funny. I know Job Corps free, but I've been to Job Corps, and so I'm trying to figure out. So you want the school taxpayers to cover the trades now, or do you want them to just actually choose to say if they're going to go? I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
I think the schools need to cover trades because that's education in life. Not only does it give kids an interest in things other than, working some retail job, it kind of inspires a lot of kids and it's important. But as far as delinquency goes, I don't think that's the government or the taxpayer's responsibility. That's
I
a
remember Job
parenting
Corps
issue.
now.
That's a home environment issue. But
Well,
we
maybe
definitely need to have our electives set in place. You know what I mean? We definitely. When I was in high school, we had auto shop, we had wood shop, we
I had
had
that.
choir, we had sewing, we had cooking, and we had our school was like not my school. I grew up in Culver City, so our school was right next to Sony Studios. So Sony Studios kind of was like a sponsor of our school. So we had a very strong film and photography and theater program. So um I think that's very important and the taxpayers should pay for that because what it does is it provides additional um education in fields that are not traditionally needed for that you need a college degree for. You need an associate's degree for those vocations or you need a certificate for those vocations. But I think anything that can help students become more productive later is a good thing. But that's just in terms of being a professional person. That has nothing to do with character. The
So you want me?
character is taught in the home. The character comes from the home environment, both good and bad.
So let me get. So let me make sure I get this right. Okay. So, but I was hearing about that. Then also, I was going to cover this story on my channel about this white lesbian couple that wanted certain things taken out of school because they felt like it was unfair, and so the school did it. Now, that to me is pretty emotional to have the school board remove certain stuff from school because they felt it's unfair. Now, why do those stories never come up? Why do those stories never come up about other groups or nuances of people? They feel like they can't. Now, I don't want to point that at white people. I don't want to point it at the white man. But I want to know why don't other groups get brought up in these kind of conversations? Or like, you're not allowed to talk about the Arabs. The Arabs had a whole thing where there was Islamophobia. The Asians had a hate crime put on them for protection. So why aren't these protective measures ever looked at? Why is it only just the blacks, which are literally only up to 12%, 12 to 13%? I'm just asking.
What do you mean by protective measures?
Okay, so so right now the Asians have a hate crime bill protective measured. So if you say something on YouTube or certain social media things, they can come at you for that, right? They can come at you because they think it as a slander, okay? As a slander towards their group.
I'm
Or
gonna,
their,
I'm gonna give you the answer. I'm gonna give you the answer to that,
I
and
would like
it's
to hear the answer.
twofold.
I would like to hear the answer.
Okay, just to use Asian hate crimes as an example.
Mhm.
First of all, the Asian hate crime bill is basically the three strikes bill in a different form. Because the truth is, the majority of attacks against Asians, and I can vouch for this, having grown up in LA. I was living in Los Angeles during the Rodney King riots. I remember it very fucking vividly. Most attacks on Asians in democratic cities are blacks. Okay, so this is something that appeases the liberal professor at colleges. This is something that appeases um, the media, but it doesn't actually accomplish anything other than put niggas in jail because niggas are the ones doing it. So it's actually very, very slick. It's very slick how the Democrats tried to pretend like they were so protective of Asians in
What
this
political group
when
is
really
protecting
when really they don't give a shit. And not only that, it's another opportunity to put more niggas in jail because the facts are statistically it's niggas that are doing it. The other thing about that bill is this. Oh, shit, I already forgot my point, but
Take your time. Take your time.
that's
Take your time.
one.
I want to hear.
So you're saying why is it that everyone else gets protection but niggas don't? Is that the question?
No, I never said niggas.
Well, I
said,
do. I say niggas on my
oh,
channel.
okay. So you say niggas on your show.
We don't
Okay.
talk. I mean, black people don't have these issues because black people who are just like every other law-abiding American who is law-abiding of any color. Okay, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about niggas because niggas are the ones who are complaining. Blacks are not. Blacks are perfectly fine with the Constitution. They're perfectly fine with the American flag. They're perfectly fine with Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben. It's only niggas that complain about things.
Mhm.
So that's why I use that term on this channel.
Nigga.
Okay. So, all right. So, what would be the purpose that black women are going to the White House to get a protection bill passed for them? I mean, why would black women be going up there?
A protection bill against what?
I mean, they're literally, you can look up the statistics on kidnap, killing, rape, battery, different statistics on black women. I mean, literally.
But
So
it's
why
niggas. It's niggas who are doing it. It's not.
only
It's
niggas?
not white country boys or who is doing that. It's
Really?
niggas who are raping women, human trafficking black women, exploiting black women, and murdering black women. Did you know that outside of mixed race women, heterosexual black couples have the highest percentage of domestic violence as well as the highest percentage of homicidal of marital homicide? So black women are dying at an alarming rate. They're being exploited, kidnapped, and raped, human
By black
trafficked at an alarming rate, but it's black men who are doing it. So if
Okay.
they're going to the White House for protection, it's probably because of that. It's not because Chad Proud Boy down the street is doing anything to black women, because that's not happening.
Right. So I just find that interesting because when the women's suffrage movement was first started, the face was white women talking about their drunken, beaten husbands that were beating them and doing atrocities to them. So now history is, well, guess what? We need protection also. We sat there with y'all in the suffrage movement, and so
you're saying battery laws are different for black women than they are for white women?
Well, I mean, we can look it up and see that there are different.
How are the
Where the white
laws any
women at?
different?
How is it different?
Hey Mo, I don't know how high you are right now, but I need you to take this over.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take
And
it.
finish answering these questions for me.
Okay, I'm gonna finish that. Okay. Rewind, BMT.
All right. So Mo, do you think that you think that the same crimes are done the same for different races as it is for African American or Black American? Are the crimes done the same?
I think the crime is the same.
Okay. So how they sentence them? Is it the same?
You know what? I think it is, but unfortunately, Negroes get caught faster. Negro do some Negro shit. I mean, to be real with you, when you stand on the corner and when you out there, you're gonna get caught. At least when you go, look, at least when you go to the suburb, they ain't on the goddamn corner. I'm just saying, if you go look, like I always tell people, if you're gonna be a hoe, you be a good hoe. If you're gonna be a drug dealer, be a good drug dealer. Be the best at what you can be. This is why I fought Negroes on this, because I see the bullshit, I see the fuckery. That's why I call out niggas the most, because I see the fuckery. And believe it or not, I grew up in Albany, Chicago. White gangs do the same thing. Hispanic.
Oh.
I grew up in a mixed gang. I'm just saying, it's where you at. It's not where you from. It's where you at.
Is it really the same?
Well, let's take a couple of cases that happened recently. Like, a lot of people are upset that Kyle Rittenhouse got off
I didn't care
on
for that. That's a white guy. I didn't care for that one.
self defense.
Okay,
But
he
what
got
nobody,
he won.
hold on. But
Uh-huh.
nobody's talking about the fact that on that same day, Andrew Coffey got off for shooting 3 police officers.
Who?
Exactly.
Okay, now question.
He's a black guy who shot 3 police officers, and he got off for self defense. The
Do
only
you
reason
think
he's doing it any time because he's a convicted felon, and they charged him with and convicted him for possession of a firearm while being a felon.
now you do know now in bringing that up, I can literally do a whole commentary of people who have gotten off for shooting cops. Like this is amazing. Like I swear, you know what? I'm going to definitely do a live on people who beat the cops just for me, because then I'm going to definitely enjoy this one.
Okay.
Well, okay, let's do this one.
Now here, no, hold on. I listen to you. Now,
Okay.
so I'm gonna use a mod already. Use Kyle. I'm gonna use a mod. So explain to me why 3 guys were able to have the police skew the evidence to killing a black man.
No,
That's a whole nother.
there's no question they doctored the evidence. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Yes, that whole thing was dirty from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, wasn't justice served?
Hold on. Wait. Well, would justice have been served if literally they hadn't used certain group? I know y'all don't like BLM, and I'm not a BLM person, but see, that was very interesting because we saw. Now, hold on. Now, we saw a lot of conservative, you know. Oh well, you know, that's called breaking and entering the property, X, Y, and Z. Now, I watched the nuances of Brandon Tatum, you know, and all different other conservatives up on their lives talking about Ahmad, how he wasn't shit. But then come to find out, the owner of the house literally said, hold up, he didn't do anything to my house or anything to my property. So what was the nuance of that? Then they found out that the two DAs lied about
You gotta
that.
understand, a lot of these black conservatives you see on TV are not conservative for real.
I'm conservative now.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take them with a grain of salt. I've been conservative my whole life. Ain't nothing fake about me. I don't need no press. I don't need no drama. I'm conservative.
Okay.
I voted Republican my whole life.
Okay.
But these up and coming wannabe conservatives, like that guy Alex Stovall in Arizona who got caught by Project Veritas, they're being conservative because they want to make a fast buck.
Oh. So wait.
I'm conservative because I want to see my people strive. You will never hear me degrade any black person of making it.
Okay.
That's not my thing.
But you just said blacks were emotional.
I didn't say blacks were emotional.
I said, hey, BT, I'll take that. I said,
No, Mo.
I said, I'll take it.
That was, I listened to the story. He said blacks were emotional. Now,
When did I ever say blacks were emotional?
okay, replay back what you said, bro. Replay back what you said, okay?
I never said
Right.
blacks were
No, no, no.
emotional.
I'm
Wait,
pretty,
wait, wait, wait.
I'm
Let
pretty
me help you.
sure. Sorry, I'm pretty sure that you came in and that was your first question, but I don't think we said that in this live. Was there another live stream that you
No, no, no.
followed that where
First,
one of us
Yeah,
said
because
that?
remember
Because
I
we
asked the
didn't say
question. I
that.
didn't understand what you said about being emotional.
now, hold on. So when you were talking, right after she talked about write a letter, $1 for 99 cents. Now, right there, and then you went and said, "Can I speak?" Then after that, she said, "I'm going to roll while you speak." Now, see, I have very well cognitive listening skills. Then after that, you started talking about how blacks are emotional. I come to school. You was talking about things that about the concern about the Republicans. There's a lot of traitors. Now, in that talk right there, if you want to rewind it back, go back 40, 30 minutes. That's where you was going on your diatribe about blacks, emotional, and Democrats. Now, that's when I asked you the question. I wouldn't have asked that question if I didn't listen to it. So that's why I perfectly listened to what you said. Not sure if you're listening, but that's what you said. So that's why
Okay.
I asked the question.
All right. Well, if one of us said that, at least my explanation for it was this. My explanation was there's a lack of accountability amongst niggas, and I did not blacks, niggas. There's a lack of accountability because there's that PTSD by proxy thing. When you grow up hearing every evil and every problem in life being blamed on the white man, then my generation, the generation after me, and to some degree, even the the late parts of the baby boomer generation, that mentality gets ingrained. And I think it's because of that lack of responsibility, that lack of accountability. I think that's where emotion is the only reaction.
Okay. Now, I'm just like I said. I am when I hear about conservatives, I don't get this new neo-conservative shit. It's they sound disgusting to me. I don't really fuck with them because honestly, they started showing their true colors. A lot of them. That's why I'm kind of staying from them because of the reason of what they use or how they speak about blacks. And I'm like, wait, so you're a conservative, but what part of the culture of blacks are you conserving? Well, I'm a conservative. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, that's cool. So
I'm a
tell me.
far right winger.
Yeah, we know
I'm
what you are.
far
We
right.
know what you are. We know what you are.
And
So,
so
I'm
am I. So am I. I'm
I'm
very
I'm
far
cons-
right.
I'm
I'm
conservative,
alt right.
and I'll admit there's some conservatives that I know are not conservatives, but they're on the conservative side just to make a dollar. I understand that.
uh-huh.
We've
No,
named a couple.
okay. Name a couple. I don't fuck with black pastors. I think they're full of shit. I don't fuck with Christianity. I think that's full of shit. I don't fuck with bootlicking conservatives that literally say anything just to make other races feel comfortable. I think they're definitely full of shit. Anything to make other people feel comfortable for their nuances, I think all of them are full of shit. I
No,
don't pander to no group. I don't pander to no group. But I
I'm
definitely never going to put down my group to make other people feel comfortable. But I'm also here to actually have the honest questions about these kind of things. Now, I would say I agree. Yeah, we have a jacked up school system, but then I'm also going to be looked at like I'm going to also look at like, hey, crime is proximity. No matter what, crime is going to always be a proximity, and it's going to always be that. And now the Planned Parenthood thing, now that's crazy because I literally have people that work or actually do the studies in Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is not even doing that many abortions. So I'm trying to figure out this thing with this fairy tale about Planned Parenthood and black people and abortions when that's not even a thing right now.
Okay, so let me tell you why it's a problem, because the
Okay.
current population of Black Americans in this country is 38 million.
Okay.
Since 1973, 18 million Black babies have been executed by their mothers and whatever abortion doctor they went through. Okay, whether it's Planned Parenthood or something else. Okay, I don't know exactly how many abortions Planned Parenthood performed.
Now
Okay,
question.
so
Now,
let's do the math. Let me get my calculator. 1
okay.
second, everyone.
Now, while
Let's
you're doing
find
that,
out.
man, now are they counting the black mothers or are they counting black babies? Now, because I asked the doctor about that situation, and literally, it's very staggering that you don't even have to put down your race, and a lot of people don't even put down their race of when they go in there. So I'm trying to figure out like how is that working? Yeah, but literally that would be we should be close to extinction at that number. We should be
That's the problem.
so
Is that the black race is close to extinction.
that's
Do you
impossible.
know what Planned
That is the
Parenthood used to
problem.
be called
Because
originally?
hold on, Garrett. 1 second. The thing is, let's say you labeled this another way, and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say that it's not 18 million. Let's say it's
It was
9
that.
million. Let's say it's 9 million out of 38 million. Okay. If it's 9 million out of 38 million, that's still almost 25%. Okay. If you think about all these genocides that have happened all over the world, I don't know, Free Tibet, Darfur, Bosnia, okay, Rwanda, Uganda, okay, you think about all these genocides, all these mass executions that have happened all over the world. Everybody would, if you remarketed it to be something else, you could easily get a worldwide intervention about this. You know what I mean? So if instead you said, instead of calling them abortions, if you called them executions, that would weigh very differently in the media. It would weigh very differently in the mindset of people of color, and it would weigh very differently as a worldwide not phenomenon, but like a worldwide what's the word I'm looking for? Tragedy? I don't know.
So okay, so in saying that, okay, so I'm now so as I was listening to that about the abortion situation. I'm always perplexed. Well, who the hell muted me? Somebody just mute me?
No, I can hear you.
No, it said the host mute me.
I don't think can you hear us, Jen?
Well, she's muted too.
I think she muted herself. But
She muted herself. She's talking.
I just got muted.
No one here.
I'll go. I do apologize. I'll let you have the conversation.
no, you can. I want to say I'm glad. Well, I like having conversations like this.
No, BMT, you always got conversation. I like hearing BMT.
Yeah. It may be uncomfortable for some people. I'm good with it. This is the type of conversations we need to have. Is he gone?
What the fuck? Shit.
I wish he hadn't left.
No, I don't think he left. I think he had bad connection. BMT don't back down. He comes up. He don't leave.
Oh no, we're not arguing. We're just having a discussion.
Yeah.
You muted, Jen.
Oh, she's muted. I think it's an error on Jen's end because
No,
Jen,
I didn't ban him. I didn't kick him out.
Yeah, it was an error.
Okay,
So
well, maybe he'll come back in. But what I was saying, Garrett, is that I actually wanted to hear what you had to say before I interrupted you. So whatever your thoughts were, go ahead and share them.
no, I just wanted to know if he knew what Planned Parenthood was called before it was called Planned Parenthood. And a lot of people don't know that who's pro-choice. That's just like I was on TikTok the other night and this lady was on there and she was messing with this little 18-year-old girl and messing up her mind. And I could tell she didn't know what she was talking about. So I jumped on her live and I asked her, I'm like, do you know who Margaret Sanger is? And she said, no. I'm like, you're pro-choice and you don't know who Margaret Sanger is. She was like, no. I'm like, she's the creator of Planned Parenthood. But do you know what name it was called before it was called Planned Parenthood? She's like, no. I was like, it was called the Negro Project. Its sole function was to destroy the black race.
The Negro Project.
That's what it was created for. she was a eugenist. She used to go to Klan meetings and talk about how she was going to destroy the black race.
Right.
So I don't understand when black people are actually pro-choice. You're supporting something that was meant to destroy you. That's something I don't understand that.
I think
That's
a
just
lot of it goes back to
go ahead,
way.
Mo.
I think a lot of it goes back to the way black folks were taught. And I remember, living in Chicago with a kid, and I go look. Even though I grew up in the North Side, but I always love to hang in the projects, hang in the back. Look, I don't care if it was rats there or whatever, but I love kicking over there in the black neighborhood. I loved it. We got to play stickball and all that, and I seen the mentality. I mean, look, now it comes to me like, wow, they were taught a certain way. They were taught if you don't go to church, you're going to hell. They're taught if you smoke a cigarette, you're going to hell. They was taught that. I mean, they were really taught that. They were taught if you don't vote Democrat, that means you want to get rid of the welfare. I was told that. And this, look, the mentality is still here. It's still here. And now
it's funny. It's funny to me because you said something, and when I question it, people would get mad at me. Everybody talking about black person I know said that's religious say, oh well, you gotta go to church. You gotta go to church. I'm like, why should I have to go to church when Jesus didn't go to church? He preached outside.
Yep.
Church is only a building. If you believe in God or you believe in Jesus, it's in your heart. You don't have to go to church.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, I'm sorry. Most of these churches now, any church to me that supports LGBT, I'm automatically out of there.
Bye.
Okay. I'm not an ally of the LGBT movement because to me that's a form of genocide.
Any church that support Democrats, that advocate for Democrats, ain't shit to me. Look, most of the white churches are look, I hate to say, most of the white churches vote Republican.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, for real. I'm including black people that go to the white churches. Black pastors. I mean, yes, Dale Scott is part of the white church too. I ain't gonna lie. Because there's no way, shape, or form he affiliated with them Democrat, but I got my opinion on Daryl Scott, but at least he's
I have my opinion on Daryl Scott. I have my opinion on T.D. Jakes. I have my opinion on a bunch of them. Okay.
So if it's okay, may I interject? I got some receipts for BMT if he's still in the chat.
It is your stream. You can do whatever you want, man.
Yeah. Do the hell you want to do. Drew.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't come here for the play, as Keisha says. I don't come here for the play. So let me go ahead and give it to him. All right. I had figured out their replacement plan. It was all can you guys mute your mics, please?
Yeah, most definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. I got you, Garrett. Okay. I had figured out their replacement plan. This was all about controlling the population, and it was no secret that if anyone had to go, it would be us black folks first. They would figure out how to get rid of us while keeping their hands clean one way or another, whether it was AIDS, mass incarceration, abortion, police shootings, gang violence, COVID, or promoting homosexuality. They would find a way to get rid of us and decrease our population. Even though it was easy for me to see through the Democrats, trying to show others what I saw proved to be more difficult than I originally expected it to be. And BMT, that is the journey that all of us here on this stream tonight have been going through. Okay. We're not just here to talk shit. We're here to shed light on issues that are concrete, they are provable, they are generational, there are patterns of behavior, there are patterns of self-destructive behavior. There's a lot of shit that Blacks as a whole, the whole 38 million, man, woman, or child, old, young, baby, doesn't matter. That's some shit all y'all need to address before worrying about the fraction of a percentage of supposed acts of racism against y'all. So just to give you a statistic off the top of my head, if you look at the FBI, if you look in 2000, I think it was 2015 or 16, I looked at the number of white people who had been murdered by blacks, and I looked at the number of blacks who had been murdered by white people. So there were about 59,000 black people that had been murdered by white people in this country. Out of the 38 million, there were 560,000 white people who had been murdered by black people in the same year. So I really don't give a shit. All right. So let me just before I put you in the ground, let me give you one more. All right. Such an attitude speaks for itself. It is a hangover from slavery when the Negro had to depend on the master for everything. So this is my receipt for what I said. For everything necessary for his well-being. At the same time, it proves that no proclamation of emancipation is capable of freeing those who do not wish to be free. The Negro intelligentsia, by far and large, is physically free but mentally a slave. After nearly a century removed from chattel slavery, they are unwilling and incapable of throwing off their slave psychology. Reds, meaning communists, and political charlatans of all shades, aware of this fact, find the Negro easy intellectual prey. And by the way, BMT, that was written in 1958. So we can go ahead and change the subject because I just put that motherfucker in his coffin. So.
Oh,
I'm
love,
not here for the play, as Keisha says.
I just love facts. You know, they always bring up slavery, but you know, anytime I bring up the subject that, you know, a lot of people own slaves too. They get mad, they're like, oh, it was their mama and them they bought it. No. You're not gonna get away with that one.
Hey, listen, anytime, here's a liberal slay tip for everyone, including everyone in the chat. Here's a liberal slay tip. Anytime anyone wants, any of these wokey woke, white or black activists wants to bring up slavery, you just say one word. Just one word. Just one. That's all you got to say. Libya? Ends the conversation. Ask what these wokey woke, if they care so much about black slaves, why don't they go over there and go take this same energy, go over there to that fucking foreign country, go over there to that third world country, and you go tell them how you feel about black slaves, since you're so concerned.
They won't make it, they become slaves themselves.
I'm not here for the play, as Keisha says.
Well, we could, if we really want to get deep in that, we can say South Africa too. See Elon Musk and see how his diamond mines are being mined over there. I think he's got slaves. Yeah, he does.
But you know what? Just to be nice, because I'm such a nice person. Just to be nice. We will, I think one thing we do all agree on with BMT, subverting the Negro churches. So I'll go ahead and read that. And it's only like 2.5 pages. I don't have to read it all, but you guys can listen as long as you want, if you want. Y'all want to listen?
I got nowhere to go. I just got home from work. I'm good.
Okay, cool. There we
Mo,
go. If anyone says,
I'll be back. I'm gonna grab another beer. Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, go get a beer.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll go get something to drink so we can all take a little like 2-minute break or something.
Okay. I'll go get me something.
Damn, I'm thinking, man, my beer froze up. I gotta have him in the freezer.
I ain't got no liquor right now. I drink all the sangria. Somebody's breathing on the phone.
It ain't me. I'm kind of mad. I had my last 3 beers in the freezer because they was warm. And hold on.
So you have a beer slushy.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna stop me. I got the other 3 cooling off, warming up over there. So like, damn, I hate when I do that.
It's like, I tell people all the time, you know what? You hate it so much here in America, then go over there to one of those other countries. Go to Guatemala, go to Mexico, certain parts of Mexico. Like, just get a passport and go somewhere.
Yeah.
And then come back to me and talk about how much you hate it here. Because that's what I don't understand. Like, your worst day, you can be sleeping in your car in the United States of America, go dumpster dive behind some 4-star restaurant, have the best meal of your life, have a gym membership at Planet Fitness for $20 a month, go anywhere you want, be clean every day, be fit every day, and still fucking go to work. That's what you can do as a fucking homeless person in America.
Yep.
You tell me somewhere else you can do that.
Exactly.
You know what? I grew up in LA. I'm going to tell you, some of these homeless bums that used to live at Venice Beach, man, they had the best lives ever. You're around fucking hot people all the time. You got the best tan in the world. You can shower every day up and down the beach. You've got the sand underneath your skin, your feet. You can sell you can live. There are these fucking homeless people in LA. They take like, I don't know if it's like bamboo leaves or it's bamboo leaves, and they make flowers out of them. They fucking origami bamboo leaves for 50 cents, and they make like enough money for drugs drugs and beer the rest of the day. You know what I mean? That's being homeless in America.
Yeah.
So don't talk to me about no oppression, nobody. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I'm over it. My life is too far past that point where I can even mentally entertain the dumb shit anymore.
I'm still trying to figure out where I'm oppressed at. I'm trying to figure out what somebody else can do in this country I can't do if I put my mind to it. I'm still trying to figure it out. They say you're oppressed. I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
Where am I oppressed?
Hey, it looks like BMT is back.
BMT is back. Welcome
Before
back.
I jump you back into the stream, BMT, I'm glad you came back, and we're happy you're here.
We
And
sure are.
yes, we are. So before we get into that, I did want to actually do something to kind of like bridge the gap here. After I, put you in the ground. This is called Subverting Negro Churches. I'm going to read a little bit of it. Since you're here, I'm not going to read that much of it. I'll just read like the first page and take a listen. And I think this is something we can all agree upon. Created doubt, lack of confidence, suspicion, setting up situations. Can everyone mute their mic, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Setting up situations that bring about racial bitterness, violence, and conflict, putting forth demands so unrealistic that race relations are worsened, attacking everybody in disagreement as reactionaries, fascists, Ku Klux Klanners among whites, and Uncle Toms among Negroes, constitute the Reds' pattern of operation. And by the way, this had been done in, I'm pretty sure, Colombia too. All right, so this same playbook, the same fucking communist playbook, they've done it in other countries, by the way, too. So this isn't like a one and done. You're not that special. Fortunately, the overwhelming majority of Negroes in whose name the communists and their ill presumed to speak have not fallen for the brandishments of the Reds. They know a red light when they see one. The same cannot be said of many Negro intellectuals carrying the ball for communists. Since the communists have always looked upon Negro intellectuals as shallow, superficial, phase-mongers, and incompetents looking for a loaf when on the basis of ability are not worthy of a crumb. Looking for a loaf on the basis of ability are not worthy of a crumb. Their pro-communist behavior becomes all the more tragic and ludicrous. Only after the order came from Moscow in the 1934-35 period to win over Negro intellectual by deceptive flattery and adulation did the Reds' public attitude toward them change. The Kremlin concluded that these superficial phonies could serve the cause of communism. A large number of Negro ministers are all communists. Some are prominent and influential, others are run-of-the-mill. They in common believe that beating the racial drums in shortcut to prominence, money, and the realization of personal ambition, even if the Negro masses are left prostrate and bleeding, expendables in the mad scramble for power. Go ahead and jump back in, BMT.
All right. So I guess you was reading to me about the church. Is that what you was reading to me about? What was the church? Is that supposed to be about the church or something?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's just look at the church. Why do most political people go talk to the church on both sides? Why do they keep talking to the church then? I never gave a shit about black pastors. I look at people goofy whenever they talk about Jesus or and all that other shit.
I just told you why.
Okay. Now
I told you why, because since the communists have always looked upon Negro intellectuals as shallow, superficial, phase-mongers, and incompetents.
Okay.
That's why. Because they were easy prey. That's why.
Now, mind you, okay. Now, do you know
it's been planned? This has been happening since 1920. That's why.
Okay, so you're saying that the church is bad for this country, pretty much. Is the church bad for this country? Like the Christian church, is that a bad thing in this country?
There's nothing in here that talks about Christianity, and there's nothing here that talks about the effect that it has on the entire country. So you're asking a different question.
No, no. Okay, so I'm looking at 3D chess right now. So there's a lot of people always excuse the black people as church going perks or mongering of religion. You're saying that. Now when you brought that up, and I was finding it very interesting when you brought up about Russia. You know what I'm saying? Because Russia, they're very interesting people, especially how they treat blacks. But I'm trying to figure out, especially coming from the Kremlin, of all people, that with these types of groups and their your talk point, are you saying that black people we beat off of religion? I mean off of race, and we need to get off of that train, and then after that, then what? What do we do after that? I'm trying to figure out what do we do after if we don't talk about race no more. Then what?
You go home and you raise your fucking kids. Not that I'm fucking mother of the year, because clearly I'm not. But you raise your kids and you make sure that they have strong values that are going to be tools that they can use in life. You prepare them for the workforce, you prepare them for the real world, you prepare them for monogamous relationships.
Monogamous.
And you prepare them for, you encourage them to pursue whatever type of future they want. That's what you do after that. Because it can't be solved through throwing money at it. It can't be solved by going to the White House. It can't be solved by bitching and crying. It can't be solved by, talking shit on Twitter. It can't be solved by any of that. It can't be solved by burning buildings, throwing bleach on cops. It can't be solved by doing any of that. Okay? That's the answer.
And
go ahead, BMT.
So everything that happened to black people, let it go, move forward, and just be good working class folk.
Yes, like me and like Mo and like most of us. None of us, by the way, if there's any doubt here, I'm a very proud blue collar American.
I can't tell.
I'm a very proud paycheck to paycheck American. You know why? Because my paycheck to paycheck lifestyle is still better than 90% of the people around the world. So I have nothing to fucking complain about. I take hot showers in a beautiful home. I eat amazing food. I work at a job that is fun and makes me happy. I have become a leader in my industry, not so much right now, but before. I've been written up in newspapers. I've worked for tons of celebrities. What the fuck do I have to complain about?
Right.
Why? I don't own a house because I don't have a 401k. Fuck all that shit. Oh, if that makes me poor, then I guess I'm fucking poor, but I'm loving it.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So for me, I don't know none of that anymore. I like living in upper middle class, but I'm never gonna say fuck my history of my people, because if I would have asked you, could you tell me about? Did you ever read about the Red Summer?
I don't know what that is.
Oh wow, you don't, do you?
Well, before I even ask what happened, you just tell me what year it happened.
Well, it would actually happen in a series of events. Okay, but I definitely do not want to take that from you. I would want you to look that up.
I just want to know what year it happened. I don't care what the subject is. I just want to know what year it happened that you're going to use as an example to rebut what I just said.
No. Okay, so if you want to start with the Red Summer, right? That would start off in 1919.
1919?
Right there, 1919.
I don't care. I don't care.
So
move the fuck on. I don't care. I don't care about what happened in 1919.
Okay.
How about what happened in 2019? Why don't we talk about that? Why don't we talk
Okay,
about
I
what
got.
happened in 2019 and 2020? Let's talk about all that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So don't talk about. Okay, so don't talk about 1919.
I could care less.
Okay, right now.
What does
If
that have? What effect does that have on my life or your life?
actually it did have effect on my life. I'm Geechee Goa.
I
But
would love. What was it? Did a family member of yours die?
actually, a whole slew of my people, my Geechee Gullah, were killed off. We were, yeah, a lot of us were killed
Your
off. So
family, or just
yeah, family, no family.
the race of people who lived in South Carolina or wherever Gullah people are from?
Is he there? Oh,
You
I
hear me?
think he
Okay,
left.
there we go.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And you know
Okay,
what? And you know what? Honestly, BMT, I could care less, because you know what? The same
Oh,
thing happened. The same thing happened
wait,
to
wait,
people
wait.
who had Jewish heritage in
But
Poland, Germany, and Russia. The same thing happened to
I'm not
people
in.
who
I'm
had
not in Russia.
Armenian heritage.
I'm
The
not
same
in.
thing happened to people who had Irish heritage.
What does that have to do with? What, okay, so wait a second.
What is
You're
it?
now.
It doesn't
Wait,
fucking
wait, wait, wait,
matter.
wait, 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 wait.
It
See,
shit happens. Shit
no, you don't get.
happens.
See, you now you're playing. It don't matter. But then if I were to say, well, fuck 9/11, and mind you, I am an old veteran, and I were to say fuck 9/11, then that would be like, wait, the kid. But if a kid say, well, I never heard of
9/11
9/11,
was an inside job, and I have a
that
thick
is a kid.
skin, so say whatever the fuck you
I
want.
know. I'm not. I'm not trying. Listen, I'm not trying to trigger. I mean, I don't want you triggered. I don't want you triggered.
Triggered? I'm
Yeah,
anti-triggered. I'm
I can accept.
anti-triggered.
I
I'm
can
telling you,
accept.
if you want to say that, go ahead, because you know what? 50% of me agrees with you, because it was an inside job.
Now, okay,
So
so
yeah, fuck 9/11.
so
And you
the
know what? You know what else?
uh,
9/11, the 3,000 that died on American soil, as fucked up as it was, we killed over 600,000 people in Iraq and Afghanistan. So if you
really,
want to tell me that balances the scales, it sure as fuck doesn't.
really.
So go ahead and say whatever you want. I could care less.
You
We're
are
above that shit. You're not dealing with the elementary level here. You're dealing with the
now.
graduates right now.
I, now
We're fucking soldiers. Okay,
we,
we're fucking soldiers for this shit. Okay?
now you know that's crazy because if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. And I'm hearing somebody, and when I hear somebody say, "Fuck it, I don't care about that," and that's very, and that I mean that's fine. You have that right. I fought for that right for anybody to say, "Fuck it, I don't care." I mean honestly, but at the end of the day, this conversation is never going to go anywhere. It's just going to be a conversation. I get that. So I mean that's what I'm saying. Like there's going to be certain people that are going to say, "I don't care," versus there's going to be other people that are going to be like, well, shit, then that's still my people, my background. I care. Like, I mean, when I hear other people talk about this,
Do you really care that much?
I
I
did.
mean, do you speak the ancient language of your people? Do you follow the ancient religion of your people?
Actually, I
Do
do.
you really care
Actually, I do.
that much?
Actually, I do. Actually, I
You
do.
do. Okay,
Actually, I do.
you do.
Actually, I do.
Okay, good for you.
Oh,
Good for
oh, but,
you.
oh, you didn't. So you didn't think I did. You didn't think I did.
Well, I
But
was curious. I
okay,
was
okay.
curious. It was a
Yeah, but
question. I didn't tell you I didn't think you
I'm
did.
just
I
saying
was
the
asking.
way you said it, it was like, do you really? You know, I would
Just because I
understand.
said it sarcastically
I
doesn't
know,
mean
I
I still
know.
wasn't asking a
It just
question.
came from like, do you really care? And I'd be like, yeah, I actually do. Like,
You
actually,
care so much. Okay, good for you. What you gonna do about it?
you know,
What you
actually,
gonna do about it right
you know,
now?
actually, what we did
What are
do.
you gonna do to honor your ancestors?
Well, actually, what we actually are doing, we are kicking motherfuckers that literally can't prove that they own that property the fuck off our property and land. And it's
Get a
very,
great
very.
lawyer. We wish you the best.
I did. Actually, we
Take
already
your
do. We
power
do.
back.
We actually have a great lawyer team. We
Take
do.
your power back.
I listen. I enjoy. I enjoy. Just like when we hear different other groups are doing that, and then all of a sudden, now I got a question. You have the
You're
name.
talking about the redlining case in Illinois, right?
No, I'm not talking about no Illinois shit. I ain't got nothing to do with me.
He's from South. Where are you from? Where are you talking about? South Carolina?
That's in South Carolina. That's actually there's different areas of South Carolina. There's actually in Georgia, North
So
Carolina.
how many lawsuits are presently active?
Well, I mean, honestly, you already told us here. I mean, just saying, you just said I don't give a fuck or don't care. Like when somebody says that to me, I'm like, there's no need to go deeper into that.
Some of that kick
Right.
them off.
Okay, let me just ask you. Hold on. I have one question. I have one question for you.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
In any rebuttal that I've had for your questions tonight, have I not proven my point?
Not really. No.
No?
No. I was
I
gonna, but
haven't.
that's the thing. That's the thing that was very interesting when you spoke about certain things, and I was like looking at it like has she been to Russia or has she been to Afghanistan or any of these countries or places where she's like speaking on, or like when you brought up these places, like I'm curious, have you been to those places to like see their side or actually see what the talking points that you're using? Have you? No, I'm just asking. Like, have you been there?
No, I haven't. No, I
Oh,
haven't.
of
Does
course.
that I mean, but I also haven't been to fucking ancient Egypt either, and I haven't been to ancient
You know,
Greece either.
I
I
always find it
haven't been
interesting.
to
I've
ancient
been there.
Greece either, and I haven't seen Zeus and Hera and like
I didn't know
Hercules and
those.
shit either.
You know, that's crazy that those same stories of them type of mythological and pantheons and stuff literally are like rehashes of other people's like.
Yeah, the
Cult.
Egyptians, we already know. Say something new. The
Right. Yeah, I
Egyptians.
know. I
Thank
was
you,
going to say
Hotep.
that.
Thank you, Hotep Jesus, for being here.
I'm
I
not
appreciate you.
even a host yet. I was like,
BMT, unfortunately, I'm going to have to remove you. You have been requested to be
wow.
removed. But you can come back anytime.
Yo, man, I'll tell you, boy. Hey, so they were grad. Wait. So let me get straight before you kick me. So
It's
let me get straight.
because you're starting to give everyone a headache. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I'm just listening.
That's why.
I'm just listening.
Wait. So wait, y'all
Would
tell
you
me
like
I
to tell?
want to have a
Hold on.
conversation. Wait, so
Would you like to say goodbye and tell everyone how to follow
love
you?
BMT.
Do you have any socials
no,
you'd like to
hell
plug?
no. I don't want you to follow me. They can't even handle me just talking, having a dialogue with you. I would actually enjoy talking with you.
I'm listening to you.
We're done. We're done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick him from the studio, but I'm not gonna ban him. So if he ever wants to come back and come correct, then he's more than welcome to do that.
Well, I mean, he actually thought he knew what he was talking about when he knew nothing.
He was just, who was it? I think it was Bert on TikTok. Let me see if I can find his video.
You know,
was
they
Bert.
all. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Remember that skit on In Living Color with Damon Wayans?
Oh yeah.
That's what he sounded like.
and Brit did. Yeah. Yeah, they always bring up things like Red Summer and Red Lining and Tulsa,
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
and
But
red
they
and red communist.
yeah, but they never bring up what political party did all that. You notice? They keep that part quiet.
Hey Sarah, girl, that was entertainment. That was entertainment.
They always talk about slavery, but they never bring up the fact that black people own slaves too.
Of course not.
No.
That was fun though.
Oh yeah, that's why I like hearing them talk because
Hey,
it sounds.
BMT cool, man. So talk on back.
Oh no, I enjoyed him because he was talking like he really knew what he was talking about, but actually he didn't.
He's one of them Negro intellectuals, as Mr. Manning Johnson. He's one of those Negro intellectuals.
Exactly. Oh well, you got a bunch of them on YouTube.
He knows a lot of information, but he doesn't have the ability to see patterns, and he doesn't have the ability to walk outside of his own pride, of his own skin tone. And he's trying. He's trying really hard, and that's okay. That's okay. You have to get to the point where you are absolutely willing to open your mind to all that the red pill brings. And a lot of people, they're just not emotionally ready for it. Someone like him, who's as active in his Gullah community as he says, he knows that if he ever, even if he changed his mind, even if he did his own research, even if he went down the rabbit hole, he would find that this is not conspiracy theory. We don't this is I don't need Quanon to tell me what to think. Okay? I don't need Miss Owens to tell me what to think. I don't need Charlie Kirk to tell me what to think. I did this on my own. And these are, when you guys see my book, these are observations that I've been making my whole life since I was 15. I've been making observations that have led me to this person that I've become today. I've sat back quietly for 20 fucking years and listened to the left just continue the demoralization of America. And it's not that I want to believe this. I don't want to believe any of this. None of us really do. We don't want to believe this shit.
Hey, this is payback, BMT. You have
But
kicked me off
we can't ignore the facts. We can't ignore the patterns. He's not ready to suffer. He's not ready to give up everything he knows and thinks about himself, his family, his friends, his life choices. He's not ready to give that up. He has to hold on. He has to hold on to it being somebody else's fault. He can't let go. He's still living in 1919. He's like a time traveler or something. Like, he really knows what it's like to be oppressed. He really fucking knows, apparently. With his upper middle class life. That guy makes more money. That guy makes more money than me. I don't have an upper middle class life. I have a working class life.
Well, he's oppressed because he didn't get the cappuccino he wanted from Starbucks. He was impressed. Damn it, I gotta use my spare BMW. The hell with America.
Yeah, like BMT, can I come move into your garage? Can I come move into your middle class garage? Your upper middle class garage? It's probably bigger than my room. It's probably got better soundproofing. And as long as you put a fridge in there for me, I'll be cool. So
shh, don't talk too loud. His white neighbor don't talk too loud. His white neighbors might wake up. Because he don't live in a black neighborhood. He's got PTA meetings tomorrow. Leave him alone.
Oh damn, you got them one-liners tonight.
But he's impressed. He's oppressed.
He's totally oppressed.
Yeah.
And by the way, BMT, I didn't say it earlier, but if you're still watching, thank you for your service. I didn't say that.
Yes, I will be serious about that. Thank you for your service.
You still here with me, girl? Thank you. Thank you. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
This was hilarious. We gotta have BMT on here more often. Well, when he's not.
Me and BMT cool. He have kicked me off a couple of times, and he laughed. We used to joke about I kicked you off my channel. Yes, you did. And I didn't think nothing of it. Like, I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, it wasn't my choice, The ragers have spoken. So when my bottom bitch Sarah says get him out of here, he's giving me a headache. He has to fucking go because you see, I actually know her. Sarah fucking rides with me. Sarah's a fucking real patriot. Sarah's a real fucking rider. Okay, so you're not. If she says he has to go, he has to go. So it wasn't my choice, But yeah, you were giving me a headache too.
Yeah, but you heard he said he's not giving up his upper middle class life. You know that.
Well, good for him. I'm glad that the GI Bill did him really well. My baby daddy, when he got out of the Navy, he bought a motorcycle. He bought a Chrysler 300, and he got his degree out of Pepperdine University. And this dude is a piece of shit. But it's like, damn, my biggest regret in my life was not joining the military. That's my biggest regret in life. But, not everything's for me because, the culinary industry has been very hard on me. And I'm sure the military would be even harder because you don't have a way to get out of it. You don't have a way to get your release, So, maybe it's best that I never did, but it seems like everyone else in my life did. Yeah, I kicked BMT out. He was irritating us. He was kind of like I made that analogy of that Damon Wayans skit from In Living Color. I don't want to get another copyright strike, so I'm going to try not to put it on, but you know the one I'm talking about where
Hey,
they say a lot of
I'm rubbing his face. Look, I'm here to be like, hey, they got kicked off. He gonna laugh about it. Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah,
he get kicked off a lot of places.
It was like my oppressor was holding me back from my abortion, but my circumcision let me out of this photosynthesis, which led me to my quarantine to my Alzheimer's, which made me schizophrenic.
Of the patriarchal system that has been devised.
To my misogyny. Yeah. We're all going to hell.
Well,
hey Mo, I didn't even have a drink yet.
See, in case
are you serious? This is my fifth.
Not yet. I know I'm behind, man. I'm lagging.
This is my fifth beer, and they IPAs. They're not lager. They IPAs.
Oh, I love IPAs. Yeah, I love IPAs.
They're like $10 a six pack. I don't drink cheap beer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking Miller Lite or Heineken or nothing. It gotta be.
No, they 15 here.
Hold on. Somebody else wanted to fucking. He got a one line. That's an impracticality of the cosmic capacity.
Yeah. Look, I be drunk over a fucking six pack, and I'm good. I don't drink 20 or 30 beers. I don't do it.
Wait a minute. Wait. We got another one. Excuse me if I may explicate the garner horrific ramifications of the situation, my brother. Oh my god, I hate this mouse. I need a fucking kill mouse. Okay, so real quick, everybody, look down below. We have the defendzach.com fundraiser. It is a $10 minimum on the website. You can read all about Zach. He does have a Cash App. It is Zach is Innocent. It's right there on the bottom.
Text it to me, Jan, and I'll send him a $10. So.
Thank you. Okay, I can put you down on my list. You and Kelly Ray. You can donate on her behalf as well. So
just
put you down on my list. So you will be sent an invitation to the Christmas stream. I don't know if I'm going to stream or I'm just going to pre-record. I think I'm going to have to pre-record something because I got to work Christmas Eve. And I'm going to pre-record something good for you guys. So it'll be fun.
I'll be celebrating because my birthday's right after Christmas. So,
well, I'll be all deck the halls out. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Jen, how's verse thing doing? I ain't talked to her in a minute.
I haven't talked to her either.
She was
I haven't
texting
talked to
me and
her
her
since I
like
moved
Cobra
here.
Kai. We deep into Cobra Kai, and she texts me the new series coming up. You know, season 4. So
I just start watching it. I'm on season 1 though.
that's my shit.
It's,
Actually, first thing got me on that. When she interviewed, she told me about that, and I got addicted. So I'm a big Karate Kid fan. So
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Karate Kid movies.
mm-hmm.
okay, look,
I
I had
grew
a
up.
Cobra Kai shirt.
Oh, you do?
First thing she got me into that shit.
No, I haven't talked to her since I moved out here. We hung out once, but she's very introverted, and I'm very extroverted,
Yeah.
and
Right.
she likes to stay in her place a lot, and she was
Yep.
trying to put together some like life coaching, health coaching thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
think she was just been really working really hard. So if you haven't
Yep.
heard from her because of that, that's probably why.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm very introverted.
No, I'm an extrovert. I have to be out. Like I gotta
Yeah.
socialize.
Same
I
here.
used to want to socialize, but things here have gotten so bad because of the political climate. It's like you can't have a conversation and have fun. And all of a sudden, somebody starts a political conversation, and I don't know how to shut up.
Dude, I be talking to winos late at night when I go give cigarettes. Kelly be like, hey, can you give some? Go get my Newport, so I can give her Newports. Yeah, this white girl smoke Newports, but we sitting here like it's here. Look, I be taking pictures of winos, live stream of winos, and we be kicking it. I give them a beer, and we be chilling. I was literally live stream with winos.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that that's our new market for friendships is winos. I've already lived with a fucking wino. I don't want to be around any more alcoholics or drug addicts in my life ever. And that includes pill heads, coke heads, weed heads are fine, but the rest of them, fuck them. Alcoholics, they're the worst ones.
Oh my god, they be sitting here
They're the
like,
worst ones.
Yeah,
oh,
especially
winos
the
want
meat
to
ones.
Oh, you have a friend here. You know him or her?
Well, that's
goddamn
for me.
bacon. I don't who's goddamn bacon. Did you change your goddamn name? I don't know who goddamn bacon is. Who's goddamn bacon? Oh, you look familiar, but shout out to you, goddamn bacon.
Hey, Pissed Vet, did you go on the website? Did you go see where the address was? In fact, you know what? I'll just pull it up so everybody can see. All right. So right here talks about updates. If anyone would like to send a letter, book, or Christmas card to Zach, here is the address. Let me share that screen. Zachary Real, and then it has his he has the address here. So I was incorrect. He is not in that DC prison anymore. Apparently he's now in Philadelphia. But I'm going to do another stream probably tomorrow talking about some more serious issues that have happened to our political prisoner. One political prisoner was actually assaulted and is now blinded in one eye. So we are going to,
Wow.
yeah, it's bad. So, I'm going to keep fundraising for Zach, and then we'll just keep talking about it. So thank you, Pissed Vet. Thank you. Thank you for having the integrity. Thank you for having the compassion. Thank you for being transparent. And yeah, please just get you a Christmas card from the 99-cent store. Okay. Put a stamp on that shit, and you will have said something to him that is going to warm his heart and keep him going, because I can't even imagine. Miss the birth of his baby. Nah, it's fucked up.
That's just horrible.
I know. They're keeping them hidden for a reason. I know. Who's in here talking about a bah humbug? Oh, the bah humbug to the situation. I know it's fucked up. So they make it a little bit bigger. So everyone, there's no reason that everyone can't afford a fucking stamp. Okay. And even if you don't have the money to go to get a card, okay, get a fucking, you know, get a fucking piece of notebook paper and fucking just write a letter like a fucking normal person. Just write a fucking letter on a piece of notebook paper and just share your thoughts and your prayers, or write out a prayer and put that in a fucking envelope. Okay? It's not that hard. We can all do it. Thank you very much, Pissed Vet. I appreciate you, girl. And when you before you put it in the mailbox, make sure you can cover cover your address or whatever. I don't need to know your personal information, but just like take a picture of it and then email me that screenshot. Okay, babe? Thank you. Anyway, did anybody else have a topic they want to talk about?
No, I'm just chilling right now.
I'm gonna be on my best behavior on your channel.
Why you say that?
Because I'm too off the chain. Shit. That's all. That's why I say that. I'm too off the chain.
You're too.
I know.
The shit that
Some of the things I want to talk about, I won't talk about on your channel because I don't want no copyright strike.
right, I don't want no flags and shit because I say some stupid shit. That's all it is, Jen. I do say some stupid ass shit, and so I try to be on my best behavior when I'm in it, when I'm on other people's channel.
Well, I think you were great. I mean, you can.
No, because I was holding. Look, I wasn't crazy like I am on my own shit. So
yeah,
that's all.
She just don't understand.
I was great, but I was on my best behavior.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm on other people's shit, I know how to calm myself down. That's all. Like you be the same way. Like, you know what? On your shit, you gonna do what the fuck you want to do. But no, I'm a little too crazy. So I'm being calm tonight.
That's why I have to constantly remind myself when I'm on here with Jen. It's not your stream.
Hey, that's why I didn't take 8 more shots. On my shit, I would take 8 more shots. On yours, I'm kind of like, let me sip the beer. Fuck it.
Well, you are hanging out with the beer queen.
Yeah, that's why I'm drinking beer.
I thought you were the wine queen.
I've been drinking wine this past week because my roommate, he got this glass cutter. I know this is going to sound so stupid, but this is how much of a nerd I am, okay? He got this glass bottle cutter, and we've been just like drinking so we could cut bottles. And I'm going to figure, and once we get really good at it, I'm going to turn this shit into a whole business. I'm going to be making fucking beer bottle candles and shit, like beer can candles. I'm gonna just like basically recycle all the shit that we drink. So he got actually a big ass gallon of sangria, like the Vincent Gallo ones or whatever. So he made sangria, so that's why I've been drinking it. So literally a gallon of wine with about 3 pounds of fruit in it. So that's what I've been drinking, but we just finished it. Like I literally had the last glass.
Hey, Queen just donated. She just said she just get it.
Who did?
Queen. Oh, I know how she donates. I know how she do.
Thank you, baby. Good girl. All right. So Queen, what you need to do, let me right there at the bottom. And then I'll make it bigger. Go ahead and screenshot that for me. Block out any personal information. Screenshot it. Email it to me. That way I'll have your email so that when I get the private stream link, you'll have it. Thank you, girl. All right. And by the way, I'm not going to announce it right now, but on Christmas, in the Christmas video, um, I have a gift for everyone who donates that I think you guys will appreciate because I I think you guys want this and you need this, and I think this will kind of bring us back together after we've all been kind of like we've had to we've had to filter out some people, amongst the ragers, and it always hurts to do that. It always hurts to let people go. But what needs to be done needs to be done, and that's okay. And you'll all have a special gift. So be watching for that. Make sure I get your email, okay? Thank you, Queen.
I know this past year I had to weed out some people of my own. It's not an easy thing to do, but it's best for me, especially mentally.
Every now and then you got to clean up house. You
Yeah.
got to trim the fat.
do.
You got to prune the tree.
Exactly.
Let's smoke.
You said let's smoke. Oh, hold on.
Let's
Hold on.
smoke.
Hey, hold on, girl. Next.
Yeah.
Puff one
Does
for
anyone-
BMT.
Does anyone from the chat have a topic you guys want to talk about?
I got my weed right here. Let me do this real quick. Oh shit! I want to burn my carpet. Hold on, give me a second. Oh fuck! Fucking fire fell on the goddamn carpet.
Uh-oh.
I hate when I do that shit. Oh, we're Queen Mayada in the house. What up, Queen?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask you. I saw on one of your videos you were having a speech, and I was wondering where it was from. I guess it was an old video.
Where?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you okay?
Oh,
what?
Was I like standing up and had a microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, that was at Walk Away in Tampa.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they let me come on stage and give a speech, and it was like the best day of my life.
It was awesome.
It was the best day of my life. It was one of the best days of my life.
I like to see when people actually about what they're talking about and just don't talk about it.
Man, about what people talking about, bro. I can tell you some stories. A motherfucker have contacted me and told me to basically grift, stop smoking weed on my live stream because of the legal way you at. If you do what I tell you, you're gonna be what Candace and Brandon is. They told me that, and I said, hell no. I said I decided to be like NWA and do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Well, Mo, the first time I ran across your channel, you were beefing with another creator.
Yeah. Who is he? Let me know. I'll bring it to you.
It was you. Not only were you beefing with him, it was. Remember Citizen Man?
I ain't beefing with Citizen Man. That's my dude. He got my number.
No. Y'all two were beefing with the same guy because he was trying to take your channel down.
Oh, JB Gunn, the white.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That racist ass fuck retarded. Yeah. But I go bring it on red pill shit. We're talking about
No.
I don't like bringing it on people's shit.
No. That's when I first ran into your channel.
Yeah. And I hate that you ran to me over that. I do have some content. I don't want to get into all that. That's kind of
you have some good content on there. I would just say that's.
I hate when people follow me over some beef. That's
Yeah.
all. But I get it. It happens.
You know what though? Like me and Clue were talking last night. We had a really good conversation. And we were kind of like talking about personality types. And one thing as a young woman, as a young girl that I used to see when I was a kid, I would see the way girls would like pit each other against people, like pit each other against each other. You know what I mean? Pit people against each other.
Yeah.
And they would instigate shit,
Yeah.
and then nobody really knew what was going on. And then usually the person that they're trying to make you go attack or trying to make you go bully or whatever
Yeah.
is usually just somebody they don't like. And
Yeah.
a lot of times some children, I think, they lack a certain social skill. So they don't know how to make friends by being friendly.
Yeah.
They only know how to make friends by pretending to be an ally,
Yeah.
when really this is just a fucking puppet show to them in their minds. And I don't stand for that. I didn't stand for that shit when I was a teenager,
Yeah.
and I don't stand for that shit now.
Now.
So
Yeah.
it's funny when people want to act, people who know me, they want to act brand new with it.
Yeah.
It's like, do you not know who the fuck I am? Like,
Right. Like,
I've always been this way. I've never been into cliques. I'm
No.
not going to be, and if I am into cliques, I'm in everybody's fucking clique. You know what I mean? I'm in everybody's fucking clique.
Right. Everybody's click, you dick.
Well, that's how it was for me growing up. I was always a different kid. Everybody wanted to pick on because of like I was telling you the other night, Jen. I love reading books, so I would at lunchtime I would go into the school library and just read some books, and I would be happy about it. But everybody else would call you a nerd and all this stuff, and that affects people. And, you had to listen to a certain type of music. Well, me, I loved air bands when I was growing up. I loved Aerosmith. I loved Def Leppard.
Bro.
Said, are you getting it? Yes, I'm a getting it.
I'm a huge Def Leppard fan.
Hey, look. In the 80s.
Come on, Steve.
We was happy to see a music video. We saw MTV, BMT, VH1. As long as a music video.
I was
jam. I wasn't waiting for the black videos. I was waiting for the good videos.
Exactly. To me, music was music. I didn't look for no genre of music. All music to me was good.
Oh.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm a big Bon Jovi fan, and I'm black as hell.
Well, I think both of you are slightly older than me. And when I was in middle school, everybody loved Sublime. Everybody loved Chili Peppers. Everybody loved Weezer. It wasn't like a color thing back then.
Right.
But does anyone have a topic here? I think something came up. What is this? Okay, so someone's in Petaluma. Yes, Polyclass was kidnapped out of Petaluma.
Well, I know the Build Back Better plan. They said they were going to put that off to next year because they don't have the votes to pass it.
My thing over here is, I have been told by most left wingers, and said that we are homophobics and xenophobics, and I have never experienced that by being in this movement. Never experienced that. Never heard that a conservative or a patriot or a Republican told me that they hate gays. They never told me that. Swear to God. And I'm gonna tell you what I know from experience. I never experienced that. It's like some people never experienced racism. I never experienced homophobicism. I know it's a word I just made up a moment ago, but I never experienced a patriot that promote homophobicism.
Homophobicism.
I'm just making up shit right now.
Homophobia.
Out loud Democrats will tell you they're all for that.
That's a new word. Okay, I can make up words.
Yeah,
They'll
give
tell
Mo
you,
a minute. He'll trigger himself.
Oh, what's up, John?
they'll tell you they're all about diversity, people of color, and all that. But all you gotta do is look at the 2020 primary race and look on top who was leading by the end of the primaries. Two old white guys. You
Well,
had
aren't they talking that Hillary Clinton's going to run in 2024?
that's what she wants to do. I don't know how
They're
she's going
saying
to
it's
do
going to
it.
be the great rematch between Hillary and Trump.
Bring it.
Why? So she can get crushed again? Democrats don't even like her.
We don't have a
Did you
candidate
see?
right now.
Did you see
We don't-
Kamala Harris's interview with Charlemagne?
I didn't see
Yep.
it, but I saw memes of it.
Yeah, she's upset. Well, she knows she's about to get fired. I'm saying maybe sometime in March after the State of the Union, she's gone. I mean, she's losing staff members every day. It seems like it.
That's
And
why
then
Hillary thinks she has a chance.
she has no shot.
Yep.
Mm-mm. But once she won't get the minority votes. They're gonna want a minority to run for them. They want Pete Buttigieg, but no, their own voters is like no. And right now, the progressive wing of that party is upset because they feel like they didn't get anything they wanted, which they didn't when they helped put Joe into office. They didn't get that $15 an hour. They didn't get student loan debt. They didn't get police reform. They're not going to get this Build Back Better plan. No Green New Deal. So they haven't got anything. And now Nancy Pelosi and AOC are going at it because AOC is at them because she says she don't want anybody who's a current member of Congress to be buying stocks or playing the stock market. And Nancy just killed that. So they're going at each other. And now
Well, that's what Pelosi's husband does. He does stock market.
right. And that's why AOC said, no, you can't do that because you guys have inside information that the regular public just don't have by virtue of the community you own. Then I also saw this story coming out. I don't know if it's true or not. Ilhan Omar has lost her citizenship because she
I
married her
hope
brother.
it's true. I hope that shit's true.
I've seen most
Well,
of
I heard it was under
I don't think
investigation. I didn't hear the decision on it yet.
Yeah, I heard the decision be made that she was going to lose her citizenship and going to be deported.
Good. That's one less of them. That's one less fucking commie in this country. So I'm fine with it.
No.
I have a quick funny Pete Buttigieg story.
All right.
You guys
Do
wanna hear it?
tell.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you remember during the Democratic debate where Pete and Little Hiawatha were going at it, and they were talking shit about each other and how they were having their fundraisers and what's the bitch's face with the fucking earrings? Looks like an old teacher. Fucking
Talking about Elizabeth Warren?
yes. Little Hiawatha. I forgot her real fucking name. That's all I call her. Okay. Well, the weirdest thing is there was this one time I had gotten off the train in San Francisco, and this is God, what was it? 2018, maybe? It was before the pandemic for sure. I don't know if it was 2018 or 2000. Yeah, it was probably the summer of 2000. Yeah, it was definitely before. Okay, so I'm getting off the train and I'm walking down the street to get something to eat from this little place that I like. And outside of that is this little motherfucker, Pete Buttigieg. And I look at him. This motherfucker is the same height as me. He's skinny. He looks like he's fucking 12. I thought he was a kid.
Yep.
When I did a double take and I looked at him and I said, "Hey, Pete, what are you doing out here? What you doing out here on what you doing out here on Mission Street?" I said, "Mark, it was Mission Street." I said, "What you doing out here on 16th and Mission?" And if y'all don't know about 16th and Mission, if you know, you know. Hashtag if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Okay.
Okay.
So I yell at him and I go over and I didn't touch him. I didn't want to give him a hug because I don't want none of his his commie fucking Democrat demon germs on me. I didn't even shake his hand. But normally I'm very friendly. So I would have at least tried to. He did. Oh, hold on. He didn't. Oh, shit. He didn't have no crew. He didn't have no entourage. He didn't have no bodyguards. Like, he didn't have nobody around him. So I walk up to him. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing out here? This is where I'm at." You know, like, I work down the street. Like, I was just like talking to him like we were like best friends from fucking high school or something, right? And he's all, you know how he smiles. Like, he does have the cutest smile ever. He really, really does. And like I said,
Alfred E. Newman.
Exactly. Exactly. I think he's very handsome. He just looks young. You know what I mean? So Pete, I said, and I looked him dead in the eye, and this is how savage I am. I looked him dead in the eye. I said, "We don't have the same value system, so I'm not gonna vote for you. But it's really nice to see you out here where I hang out, and best of luck to you. I hope you beat Bernie."
Good old Pete.
That was a fucking great story.
Yeah, it was. I just laugh at him.
He ain't tall. He is not tall. He is eye level with me, and I'm not tall. So,
Well, he's a Marxist and son of a Marxist. I know that.
right. So that was fun. It was so awkward. Very awkward. But it was cool. Thank you. I finally get some love for that story. I have so many celebrity stories. I mean, he's really not a politician. He's more of just he's just a puppet.
They're all puppets.
I know.
On both sides, there's a bunch of puppets.
Anyhow, does anyone else have a topic? Otherwise, I should probably go to bed soon. We're over 2.5 hours. Freaks
Child
come
flies.
out.
Yeah, child flies when you have fun.
You know how Mo is. He does those marathon sessions.
I'll be like 15 hours on my shit. He's like, "Mo."
He'll tag team it with Kelly. He'll do the first half, and then Kelly will come in. And
Yeah, I'll go sleep for like 4 hours. I get back early in the morning. I'm about, all right, I'll take over. It's a marathon, like the old Jerry Lewis. I ain't gonna say Jerry Lewis. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, basically, we are making this a telethon. I need everyone to commit to making a donation to Zach is Innocent on Cash App or Defend Zach.
Mhm.
A freaking American, I would love to get a pledge from you. Nunya, I would love to get a pledge from you. If you're here for the first time, I'm going to say, don't feel obligated or pressured or anything. But if you've been with me for a minute, I really do need you to come out. None of this money's going to me. This isn't about me. My life is whatever. I'm okay. I'm fucking okay. So I really need those pledges. John, if I can get one from you, that would be great.
when do you need it by?
I would love to have this by the 25th, but I'd like to get those receipts in the next couple days, at least before New Year's Eve, just because I want to make sure that I have all the emails correct and everyone gets their private link. So we also have, if anyone wants to write a letter, I don't think you were here earlier, John. Were you here when I put up the address for the letter?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's another alternative for anybody. And then there's Cash App, and then there's the website if you want to use a credit or debit card. Go ahead and email me a receipt or a screenshot to redpill_rage@protonmail.com, and I will make sure you have that link. I want to keep this very organized. So I need you to email me your receipt, so I just have your email organized. I don't want to have to contact everybody on all the different platforms that I'm on. I can't remember who's from TikTok, who's from here, who's from there.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
overwhelming. Who's on Instagram?
Yeah, you dig?
It's so overwhelming. Post a link in the community tab. Yes, that is a wonderful idea. Thank you. How do I do that?
I'm pretty sure
It's
you're gonna get
it's
more
on your
viewers
Instagram.
now.
It's on your Instagram, isn't it? The information too.
I've been blasting it everywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a very Cardi Christmas. Oh crap! All right.
Yeah, you'll probably get more viewers now. I'm pretty sure BMT's gonna say his means here.
He's gonna change.
BMT, he's a good guy.
Oh yeah, I don't have no beef with him. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
that's my brother, man.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
do it. Hey, Clue, I'm gonna go ahead and Clue, I need you to help me. Oh no, I can't do it here anyway. Okay. Hold on. Pete saw a black woman and knew he had an ally. You're right. There was a. What's weird is that there wasn't a strange look on his face. Like his countenance didn't change when I said that to him. But I know he was taken aback, but it was almost like he has that permanent howdy doody smile face. Like that shit is plastic as fuck. Like it was very weird. I know he was taken aback by it, but I think what was weird is that my behavior, my body language, my tone of voice was so friendly, but my words, like I was letting this motherfucker know, like where I stood. And I bet he never thought he'd see that in San Francisco.
Mm-mm. He was shocked.
Real tough. Hey, you got some IPA going on tonight, Jan?
What?
You got some IPA going on tonight?
I don't have any booze right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
I
You
know.
don't know.
So I'm smoking hella weed.
Oh, just Halloween. Okay.
No.
Yeah, something's going on over here.
Cigarweed.
Sick of weed. I'm both. Like,
Or as we say in the islands, Pakalolo.
Sticky icky.
Hey, so real quick for anybody, I don't want to turn this conversation negative, and I'm not going to, but I'm going to just say this very quickly. A certain rager got kicked off of my channel for making excuses as to why they can't help my friend who is a Marine. So again, I'm protecting my energy, and a lot of this, I was thinking about this today. A lot of this has to do with the fact that I'm really trying to see who rides with me right now. So this is very much about Zach, but it is, a little tiny bit about me too. I'm trying to see who's riding with me.
real talk, yeah.
Because the truth is, I don't trust most of y'all. Very few of y'all have been in the streets the way me and Mo have. Very few of y'all have put your name and your face, your identity on the line. Very few of you have had to be face to face and around Antifa. Okay, very few of you have been pepper sprayed. Okay, and you know what that feels like and how bad that is. Okay, So for me, as much as I have given and never asked anyone for money before, I'm not going to tolerate any excuse, because unless you are watching, unless you're watching me from the homeless shelter on the public computer, it's very hard for me to believe that you don't have any money. So I just want to nip that in the bud before
Thank
anyone
you.
tells
Thank
me
you.
that they are broke and they can't afford a $10 donation to help my friend, someone who protected me in Philadelphia, someone who has supported me through everything that I've been through this year, someone who has always spoken highly of me and made me feel loved. And now this man has been incarcerated for since March.
It's fucking sad.
Okay. And he will not be even before a judge until May of next year. This man has missed the birth of his baby. He's never touched his baby. He hasn't held or kissed his
God help
wife
us.
in a year. So do not talk to me about $10. And honestly, if you need to cut that in half, you can cash app $5. You know, you can cash out $5, or you can spend $1 on a Christmas card and send it to him. So there is a 3-tier option here. So everyone's budget should be included. I do not play that game. Joe Kerr got banned from my channel for playing that fucking game. So I love you too much. I love you too much to even put your comment up, but I suggest you go back and delete it, because I do care for you and I'm happy you're a big fan of mine and you've been with me for a long time. But I need to know who's riding, because you see, if the feds come to this door, y'all are not going to be fundraising for my motherfucking lawyer. You're going to be fundraising for my funeral. I'm not going. Okay?
Next.
So let's just be really loving in the Christmas spirit, and let's make sure that his wife can pay her bills this month.
Amen.
Okay? I don't trust none of y'all. So y'all who make excuses are not the ones I want alongside me, shoulder to shoulder, if these commies get too out of pocket. Okay? I wouldn't trust you to fight with me. I wouldn't trust you to shoot with me. I wouldn't trust your intel. I wouldn't trust a fucking thing about you, because when I asked you for $5, $1, or $10, you said, I'm broke. So do you think I would give you my fucking gun? Do y'all even own guns? Could I trust y'all? It brings into question. It brings into question, what is all y'all's financial situation? Is everyone watching my
Hey,
channel homeless?
could
I
could,
just
could
want to
y'all
know.
could y'all sacrifice a hot pocket over a fucking steak that you pay $10 for, and you sacrifice, you got a hot pocket you pay $2.99 for?
Okay.
Think about it, y'all. Think about it.
All right.
I ain't lying, my nigga.
I'm sorry to lose you, buddy. Sorry to lose you.
I mean,
Well, you know, he was involved with that situation with Latin Patriot
Who?
Joker.
I don't give two shits. That's over.
Yeah.
That's over. That's not even fucking dust off my fucking. That's not the gum under my shoe. Neither one of them. Don't bring drama into my fucking life. None of that shit had anything to do with me.
Thank you. At least somebody's picking up on this shit.
I could care less. I'm sitting here talking about a friend of mine who's in prison.
Exactly.
Yeah.
John, put some respect on my name, please.
Next.
Well, no, I'm just saying, some people that hang together, they seem to do the same type of thing. So I'm just saying there's not a coincidence there.
I could give two shits. I don't care. No. It's not my life. I don't care. It has nothing to do with my life. Thank you, Pissed Vet. Oh, you know me. Yes, Tony. Yes. I think I've seen your profile picture in one of his chats. So thank you for being here. I'd like to thank everyone here who's new from TikTok. I'd like to thank you guys for supporting me. The number of subscribers just since I've been advertising on TikTok in the last just couple of weeks has just been great. So I'm super happy with everyone here who's here on TikTok. You guys bring a different, well, I was just going to say you guys bring a different energy. You guys are used to seeing me say like shit short and sweet and fast. So it's nice to have a chat here where it's long enough for you can respond either by jumping in the chat or you can respond in your comments. So thank you.
Right.
Facts.
Thank you for being here. So Pissed Vet, check this out. I did a special episode. I had Cap, Tommy, Drew, and Desi come into a Zoom call with me. And we did a kind of like a business meeting, like with some information for veterans. And they were kind of sharing the stories about what it was like to reintegrate into the workforce because of their PTSD and just all the problems that they've had and stuff. So it's a really good episode. It'll be coming out on Tuesday. You're going to see mad fucking, like, I'm going to spam TikTok with advertisements for it. So make sure you get ready for that and you share that amongst your friends and anyone who you think would benefit from getting a pretty in-depth, I would say a pretty in-depth lecture for veterans. And it just kind of, it's a different energy than the vet talk that they do because they're it's more, what they do on TikTok is more of a call-in show. And some people speak for a long time, some people speak for a short time, but it's much more interactive. But this one that they did with me is a lot more like a lecture. So I think you'll like it.
Yeah, a couple of them started following me on TikTok.
Oh, good. And speaking of TikTok, there I am at Jennifer REDPILL. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw a video today on TikTok.
Hey, you know what? If you want to come on the show and you want to do if you want to share your experience with the VA, I think it's something that a lot of people have in common. Like I watched what my mom had to go through to get her disability, and that shit took years.
I got horror stories from the VA.
Oh, well then we should collaborate. We should bring my TikTok family and my YouTube family together for a special vet talk moderator.
I don't got a TikTok account. I'm so old.
It's a whole nother beast.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
The doctors at the VA the doctors for me at the VA, they don't even last a year. And right now I don't even have a doctor. They quit 2 days before my appointment almost a year ago.
Okay, Mo, once you get a TikTok, you'll get
unreal.
addicted to that thing.
I don't know TikTok. I think I uploaded one for my daughter, made one for me before, but I don't know that shit. My daughter said,
Mo's thinking about going on Rumble.
Huh?
You're thinking about going on Rumble, right?
No, I'm going to Rumble next.
Yeah,
I think
got 2 times to monetize, so fuck, what I got to lose? I'm going on goddamn Rumble.
He said now that Trump.
Really good idea. Yeah, that's.
He said now that Trump took over.
I don't mind 3 people in my chat room. I'm not about.
Yeah, I've been there when I was the only one.
Right
on Periscope.
Hey, Jenny. John Melson used to be the only one in my fucking chat room when I first started doing live, and I only talked to him, and that was cool. That was like the bomb, you know. I had nobody in my chat room. I didn't know nothing about no numbers, and
that was like almost 6 years ago.
It was cool.
Man, I'm still new to this thing. I'm still trying to figure everything out.
And we've been brothers ever since. Yeah. And now you got your second channel monetized on YouTube.
They're gonna ban them both anyway.
Mo's moving up slowly.
I'm not moving up. You know, YouTube gonna ban me eventually.
That's crazy.
I can't go. We don't go viral no more.
No, you did when you went down to the trial for Rittenhouse.
Yes, but
Hey.
they got me. Damn, yo.
Mo, I'm telling you right now, you can go viral on TikTok every week. Just
Are
if
you
want.
serious?
Yeah.
I have had, this is why, let me tell you why. This is the reason, because I'm on my 4th account, and even though it's been less and less followers ever
Yeah.
since, what ends up happening is it kind of filters your followers, and people who really rock with you,
Oh.
people who really rock with you will fucking share your shit.
All
You
right,
know,
check
so
it out
here's what
tomorrow.
happens.
The loyal ones.
My first account, I had 39,000. My second account, I had 17,000. My third account, I had just hit 10,000 because I made a video about Michael Rappaport, which, by the way, here on YouTube, that video has under 200 views. It's 60 seconds long. It has under 200 views. On
Okay.
TikTok, I got 148,000 views on that shit. And everyone was tagging Michael Rappaport. And that's when I lost my account. I bet Michael Rappaport fucking reported
I'll
me.
be banned in 5 minutes if I come on there.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably saw it and like, oh hell no.
Yeah, get
So they don't ban your IP address?
I guess not, because I've
shit!
had
I'm gonna get on
Oh,
there.
After
yeah, because
after-
everywhere else they do that, like Facebook and
I got
Periscope
about
and
50
Twitter.
accounts, so go
after
ahead.
after so many accounts and so many bans, they will, but it takes a long time for you to get to that point.
Yeah.
Queen
Even
McCall.
Telegram, you can get a strike on. I know a couple people that got strikes on Telegram.
Damn.
What?
How the hell you
Yeah.
get a strike on Telegram?
Fetagram?
God damn it.
Fetagram now?
He made a video that I guess they didn't like.
Red Pill called it Fetagram.
Fetagram. And by the way, if anyone wants to follow me on Fetagram or join my chat, I do have a Red Pill TV private chat. So all I do is just let you, I just post my daily videos and, keep you guys updated. So it's another way for you to see what I'm doing on a daily basis. If the algorithm or whatever, if you're being shadow banned and not getting notifications on my channel, you can also go to Telegram. But obviously, TikTok and Instagram are the most fun and the most accessible. So,
Well, shoot,
you can
TikTok got you to change your tire tonight.
got me to what?
Change your tire tonight on your van.
It sure fucking did. TikTok literally, I should have gone to TikTok first. I should have gone to TikTok first. I would have been done and out of the fucking cold and still been able to deliver all of my route, okay, what I had left in my route by a reasonable hour if I had gone to TikTok first. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew TikTok would get little old me to change a tire on a Ram 3500 in the cold by my fucking self?
Yeah, you look cold out there too.
I was freezing. I gotta check my schedule. I gotta see if I can work tomorrow. Because if I don't gotta work, I'm gonna stay up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Jen trying to look all cute. She all putting her hair up like, hey, let me go ahead.
I see.
She feeling herself. God damn it.
Gets more subscribers.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at her. Look, I be feeling myself. I love my motherfucking freckles. I be like, motherfucker, Kind of became. I'd be like, look, I was blowing kisses every motherfucking chicken fucking chat room. Show me a fuck. You're like, hey.
Like I said, I'm new to this, so I'm just learning.
Hey, I've been doing it since 2016. Yes, I have.
Mm.
When Facebook Live first came out, I came
Mm-hmm.
out.
I didn't get really into social media. It's about 2017. Facebook was my first. I started getting on there.
We've seen a lot of drama, Hamo, in those
Oh
years.
yeah, dude. The first time I promise you this. My first I hated Trump, and I just decided to buy a Maga hat and a Maga shirt. I said, I'm gonna start doing this to piss motherfuckers off. And all of a sudden, I started liking Trump for real.
He got red pilled.
I got red pill. All of a sudden, all these Trump supporters follow me. We started talking.
I saw on YouTube all these people getting attacked for wearing a hat when they walked in their neighborhood. So I decided to buy a MAGA hat. And I said, I'm going to walk through my neighborhood, mostly black neighborhood. But see, I wasn't going to be like those other people I saw on YouTube that didn't have something to protect themselves. In case somebody...
Mo in Chicago, Inglewood. He went to Inglewood, Chicago.
You know, I'm like,
with a microphone, interviewing people on the street with his red hat on, all his MAGA gear.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna make sure they know.
Like, nigga, what?
I had my Blacks with Trump shirt on. I had my MAGA hat on, and I was walking through the neighborhood, walking to the corner store, and in case anybody wanted to start something, I was going to exercise my Second Amendment. Let them know why I'm wearing this stuff, but you know, nobody really bothered me. They might cut their eyes, but they wouldn't say nothing. At least while I was in the store. And I walked back on out. I said, I don't believe all these people.
Most triggered people in the fast food or at the gas station or something, they'll get triggered.
Well, if they ain't triggered at the gas station right now, they should be. And it's too damn high to eat at a restaurant now. Most of the fast food places around where I live at, they closed the restaurant place because don't nobody go in there. The way these food prices are.
I'm off tomorrow.
Cool.
Yes.
So when I have a hangover, I ain't gotta go to work. I can just sleep the hangover off.
I'm excited for Trump's platform. I think it'll be good, but hopefully there'll be some good software behind it, some good some good content. But you know what I'm thinking? It's like he could have just like bought Parler and fixed it. You know, like if he owned Parler, that would be just as awesome for all of us as if he started his own. You know, I'm just kind of like a believer that right now there's too many fucking there's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Parler is not for true conservatives. That's why it's failing. I can tell you that. That's why it's failing. It's not for true conservatives. Too many cookie cutters on there. They all look the same. Talk the same.
News topic. Go ahead.
No, I said not enough conservatives talk like you and Mo and keep it real. You got no filter. Nobody's got your hand in your back telling you what to say. If you don't agree with something, you just don't agree with it. You don't give a damn who like it or not. These conservatives now, as long as they don't offend nobody, they'll say it. That's why we're in the mess we're in now. Too many people want to get along. I'm not one of those people.
Is that your
You are-
smoke detector, Mo?
Nope, not me.
Oh,
Trust me. You always blame it on me, John. Fuck you, nigga.
because normally it is. 'Cause remember, you always had problems with
I
your
know that
smoke
was in the
detector.
past. Why you gotta bring old shit, my nigga?
Because PTSD was coming back. I kept hearing the beeping every once in a while.
It
I kept,
wasn't me.
you know,
It might
I had a
be me.
flashback to the old days with Mo.
Right. You ain't shit, John. I just be here.
Just keeping you honest.
No, it's probably me.
Yeah,
I
it
need to
wasn't
put-
me. Because I hear
Yeah,
it over there.
Yeah, I need to put a battery in that damn thing. I'm just too lazy.
That's some nigga shit.
Yeah, I gotta admit, yeah, that's nigga shit.
Niggas ain't never organized.
I thought it was taking the battery out and just not
Nigga be
putting
on
one
the
in.
nick of time.
No, I just have to go up there to take the battery out. I'm lazy like that. I'll get to it eventually.
I'm gonna go have a cigarette. So I'm gonna remove myself. I'm gonna let the gentleman talk.
The gentleman. Not the daredevil days.
Yeah, you call me a gentleman. I work for a living.
But y'all, we gotta recognize, man. Like, what the fuck? I never thought that, bro. We live in a time that all the family gonna be banned. It's so fucked up that they took away Black history. When I said they took away Black history, they took away cancel culture. I mean, look, and your mama and uncle Ben don't exist no more because of these white liberals. It's not because of black motherfuckers. I know people want to say black motherfucker that did. Black motherfucker didn't care about the Aunt your mama. And so the white liberals stuck their fucking nose in our fucking business.
They always think they know what's good for us. They've always have.
Yeah.
White liberals have always looked at us like the little pet that they gotta take care of, like we're their dog.
I'll be good, nigga. I'm Toby. I'll be good, nigga. I'll be good, nigga.
And the worst
That's
thing
because
about
they're the real racists. They think they know better than you.
Yeah.
right.
We got the better buttermilk biscuits.
I'll never forget.
Butter.
Now you got the Terrence Williams pancake sound.
Oh, he grifted this motherfucker's face with his non-funny ass. This nigga ain't shit either.
Well, like I said, every black conservative is not a black conservative. They pick and choose who they want to put out there.
But
What's it,
Terrence
Uncle
Williams
Terrence?
is a grifter.
Uncle Terrence pancakes.
Oh, he's
Cousin
a
Terrence, that's
fucking
what it's called.
phony-ass nigga. I said it.
He's got a new flavor coming out for a limited time with cinnamon and something.
Hey, look, he hit me because he's black. He hit me because I'm black. They would kill Ursa is not white.
But I don't think they know who RBR is, Mo.
No, they don't, but I have to.
Be glad. Be glad.
Oh, yeah, be glad. I'm going to be glad. Y'all don't know RBR. I'm glad of this.
Yeah.
I rarely trust black people who were liberal all their life, then all of a sudden they turn conservative. I just don't trust.
He's not conservative. He's his own kind of weirdness.
Yeah. I watch for people like that, you know. You were on that side the whole time, then all of a sudden you made a change. You saw the light. What light did you see? Like I said, I was born this way. I was born conservative.
Mm-hmm.
My heroes are people like Frederick Douglass, Thomas Sowell, Shelby Steele, Walter Williams. Those were true conservatives. I'll read their books and I can relate to them.
Mm-hmm.
But these ones now, no, I can't relate to them. When you say you're conservative, but you support certain things that the conservative movement would never support, you lose me.
Yeah.
Okay? You just lose me.
Yeah, exactly, man. They lost us.
Yeah.
They have totally lost us because they are a lost cause.
Yeah. And the bad part about it, they make the rest of us black conservatives, true black conservatives, look bad. So whenever we try to say something now, they like, oh, well, you're just mimicking them right there. So they really like killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody to speak for me. I speak for myself.
Right. Like, dude.
We got Big J in the chat.
What's up, Big J? You motherfucker. That's my nigga Big J. What's up, bro?
Karen was trying to hook him up with Jennifer.
I don't think. Well, what? She ain't a white woman though, so you said what white woman that. Big J don't discriminate. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Red Pill Race is gone right now. I'm in charge right now, so I gotta hold this shit down. Okay, but anyway,
Yep.
what's on your
You're in the
motherfucking
driver's
mind
seat.
over here, man? I gotta stand my ground over here, yo. So what's on your mind? What's on your mind, John? And what's on your mind, my brother? I forgot your name. What's your
Merle.
Merle, what's on your mind, bro?
No, I was just reading about this, them not voting on that Build Back Better plan to next year. I'm like, that shit ain't going through.
And do you
No,
think
of
it
course
helps for the Democrats to alienate Manchin? If he switches parties, then that changes who's in charge of the Senate. Because if he becomes a Republican, now it's 51 Republicans to 49 Democrats. I don't know why they want to be attacking him like that, the Democrats.
They don't know how much this past election hurt them. It effectively ended anything Biden wanted to accomplish. When Virginia turned red, it started a chain reaction, and they knew they were in trouble.
Okay.
There's not a Democrat in the House or Senate that's going to vote for that Build Back Better plan next year in an election year. No way. They're going to be trying to save their own asses.
Yes, their own asses.
If they wanted to come through, they could have passed it without any Republican help.
Mm-hmm.
They just
She's
didn't want.
back.
They just didn't want all the blame to be on them.
Right.
And they think they're going to get through it next year? No, it's not going to happen. I mean, if you look at the generic poll, Republicans are ahead by like 40 points. And they're never ahead on those generic polls. Never. But they're ahead of like by 40 points. If you're going by polls. They're like looking like the Republicans might take 80 seats in the House. That's never been done. I mean, it looks like we're losing, but if you take a closer look, the Democrat Party is blowing up right in our face. You got AOC going after Nancy Pelosi. Joe Manchin is holding up their whole master plan. The progressives are going after the Democrats because they're mad because the people they put in office have become the establishment when they thought they weren't. They're feeding on their own. We just gotta sit back and enjoy. You know, you going to rob a bank, you got your hood on. That was so wrong. Is everybody muted? Oh, damn, man, I gotta take that battery out. Oh, damn, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, it's that late. Think you're muted, Jen.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were muted.
Oh, not anymore. I was gonna before you came in, I was actually reading the Bible in the beginning of the so we never finished our Armageddon chat.
Oh,
But
man, I missed that.
You missed a little bit of it. I didn't get too into it, but it's pretty intense. I still haven't read any more, so.
Yeah, we were having fun with that.
No, it was cool.
Mhm.
It's a short chapter, actually. I thought it was longer. Probably seems longer in Sunday school.
No doubt.
Okay, so let's just read the intro. Okay.
Okay.
The revelation of Jesus Christ to John was written by John, the beloved disciple, on the Isle of Patmos, possibly during the reign of either Roman Emperor Nero or Domitian. Revelation, or as it is known to the Apocalypse, is the revelation that God gave to John to show God's servants that the events that must come to pass. These events were to take place from John's day forward, including eternal events of the new heavens and the new earth. These events may or may not be chronological, and there is considerable debate regarding this. The revelation has a mixture of genres: epistle, apocalyptic, and prophecy. Revelation has three main literary sections reflecting on what John sees: the things that he has seen, and the things that he sees, and the things that he will see, including the trumpets and bowls, which we talked about the other night, and the millennium
Mhm.
and the new heavens and earth in chapters 4 through 22. However, even within this general outline, there is a lot of repetition and doubling back over previous visions, making a precise timeline difficult. One must read the history of the early church as well as the patristics, commentaries by the early church fathers on this genre, as well as the genre in Matthew 24, before jumping to conclusions about how the early church understood apocalyptic literature. Revelation is said to have more Old Testament imagery than any book in the New Testament. One must read the first century context of the seven churches in Asia Minor, as well as the apocalyptic events given in Matthew 24, Mark 13, and Luke 21 to understand better John's wonderful vision. Oh, well, I mean, Pastor Rod Parsley says that's a wonderful vision. It didn't sound too wonderful to us, but okay. So let's go back to Matthew 24 and read that.
Mhm.
See what he's talking about. Because I trust Rod Parsley. I really do trust him. I got to go to his church before I left Ohio, and that was just an amazing
Okay.
thing.
Was it a mega church?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But there weren't that many people there. I mean, they were still pretty freaked out about COVID in Ohio at that time. Okay. The destruction of the temple foretold. Jesus departed from the temple and was leaving when his disciples came to show him the temple buildings. Jesus answered them, do you not see all
Right.
these things? Truly I say to you, not one stone shall be left here upon the other that shall not be thrown down. Troubles and persecutions. Ooh. As he sat on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when will these things be? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of age? Jesus answered them, take heed that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must happen, but the end is not yet.
Yeah.
For nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines, epidemics, and earthquakes in various places. All
Yep.
these are the beginning of sorrows. They will hand you over to be persecuted, and they will kill you. You will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. Then many will fall away and betray one another and hate on one another. Ooh!
Oh, come on.
Ooh!
Come on, Red Pill.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Mm, 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 mm.
Oh,
Preach,
shut up,
preach.
Baba.
And many false prophets will rise and deceive many, because iniquity will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached throughout the world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come, the great tribulation. So when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, then let those who are in Judah flee to the mountains. Let him who is on the housetop not go down to take anything out of his house. Let him who is in the field not return to take his clothes. Woe to those who are with child and those who nurse in those days. Pray that your escape will not be in the winter or on the Sabbath, for then will be great tribulation, such as not happening since the beginning of the world until now, nor will
Yes.
ever be. Unless those days are shortened, no one will be saved. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened. Then if anyone says to you, look, here is the Christ, or there he is, or do not believe it. For false Christs and false prophets will arise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect.
Yes.
Listen, I have told you
fooled.
beforehand. So if they say to you, look, he is in the desert, do not go there. Or look, he is in the private chambers, do not believe it. For as the lightning comes from the east and flashes in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Wherever the carcass is, there the eagles will be gathered together.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So,
That's powerful.
yeah. Mark 13. Look at us doing our research. See, that's why I like those old school theologians from like the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and Pastor Rod Parsley, I grew up watching him when I was a little kid with my grandma. So he's always been a great effect to me. Pastor John Hagee, he's another one. I definitely need to go down to his church. His son is the pastor there now, but I still really want to go. It's in San Antonio, so it's like less than 2 hours away. So I really want to go. Oh. Hey, Lawrence. Lawrence is here. Welcome. So yeah, we can save the rest for another time, unless you guys want to keep going.
No, this is good stuff, Jan.
Okay.
So do you think? Let me ask you this question: do you think we're there yet?
Well, that's what Garrett and I were just kind of we were more or less just having fun with it. Again, I think I said it earlier, like I'm really big into patterns. And here's the problem that I have with the Bible. And BMT is definitely correct, okay? There are multiple disciple stories. There are multiple miracle stories throughout all cultures, okay? Jesus isn't the first one. That's the problem. Now, when
And there's also other books of the Bible that aren't in the Bible,
right, so like the
like
Gospel of
the book
Thomas,
of
of course.
Enoch and Josiah.
So, okay, so that's problem number one, is that I don't know if the foundation of the Jesus story is real, or if I don't know if it's just another variation of the hero's quest. Okay, so Google Joseph Campbell if you don't know what the hero's quest means. Okay. Number two, there's that whole issue of how the Bible was constructed. Like you're saying, I don't know what Constantine put in or left out. I don't know who King James is. I don't know how many translations. I don't know if it was written in Aramaic or Greek or Hebrew. I don't fucking know who translated the shit. And I don't know who translated it and then decided which we're staying in and which ones were going out. So that is concerning to me. But other than that, and this is the other.
They have a committee that decides that.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. You know, so it's hard to believe that even what I'm reading now is accurate to whatever it used to be, I don't know, 2,000 years ago or longer, you know. I will say this. I did read a Case for Christ when I was 18 years old, and it was very convincing. I would love to read it again in my, 22 years later and see if I feel any differently or if it's still convincing to me. So there was a lot of historical and scientific evidence that supports that Jesus Christ was real. And there is some evidence that he did resurrect and was seen again. But again, we have to keep that within the context of what life was like back then. I mean, you didn't have video cameras that could like document your entire journey from birth to death. You know what I mean? You didn't have people taking pictures of the shit that you did, you know. And then the way they say the Bible was constructed is that back in those days, everything was oral history. So it would take 100 to 200 to 300 years for shit to actually get written down.
Yeah.
So even with that being said, that's another thing that used to make me doubt the Bible. So I'm at a crossroads right now. I hope that if Jesus is real, he'll forgive me and bring me to heaven. And I hope that if Jesus is not real, that I can be reincarnated and come back as like a butterfly, honestly.
Well, I guess that's where they say the faith come in. Are you a believer or aren't you a believer?
I don't know.
That's my opinion.
I don't know.
I would like to know why the book of Enoch is not in the Bible. I would love to know that. What is that?
Making food?
Well, that one wasn't me. It did sound like a microwave.
Yeah, it did.
I got an air fryer. I put some shrimp on. My bad.
Oh.
I have some coleslaw. I'm making shrimp sandwich.
Mo got the munchies.
Hey, you know what would be cool? Nunya, I don't know what you're doing or if you're in an environment where you have some quiet, but I would actually love to hear what you have to say about the construction of the Bible. You just put here that you are a collector of Bibles, and you said it's hard to read because it's written backwards. And you seem to know a lot. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. If you want to come in, I would love to have you talk about what you know.
Well, Hebrew you read backwards. And
hey, Jan, have I told you my story?
I want to hear it.
I used to be a preacher, youth pastor.
Surprise, surprise.
12 years ago, 13 years ago, when I was married for 16 years, and I was into ministry, and now I'm the so-called backslider that fell from Christ. That's all I'm going to bring to you. I fell off. That's what they say there.
Sometimes I wonder how much shit Jesus really cares about and how much he really don't care about.
Yeah, I used to preach on Sunday mornings.
Well, I'm so happy that you had that experience in life, and I hope it was good for you. And
It,
if you
it
walked
was
away
good.
from it, I'm sure you have a valid reason.
Yeah, I had a valid reason, but I still love God with all my heart, and they know.
No judgment here.
I was too. I was actually too raw for the church, and I started seeing some stuff, and they sat me down.
Mm-hmm.
That's another story.
All right. So Nunez says her husband's asleep, so she can't talk, but maybe at a later date. Okay. So you let me know. My email is in the link at the bottom. It's also in all of my show notes. Oh my God. See, now I'm hungry. I'm going to go make some taco.
Look, I got some shrimp right here. I'll tell you.
I'm
My
so,
rolls.
so upset because I can't eat seafood anymore. I used to could, but I'm allergic to it now.
Nigga, you can still eat seafood. When you seafood, you eat.
Yep.
That ain't changed, my nigga.
Yeah, but I want to eat shrimp and crab. I can't do that anymore.
Well, I worry about getting any seafood out of the Pacific now with Fukushima. It's been radioactive material
Yeah,
going in the ocean for how many years?
for a while now, right?
I mean, it's reached the West Coast. They measure the radiation in the water.
Yeah. Damn, that's just like a Bible scripture we were reading the other night, where it said the water turns into fire. And the days are here. We just a lot of people just don't see it, don't want to see it. Just make sure all your ducks in a row. What I don't understand is why we still got those cargo ships parked out at sea. Why they can't come and dock? That makes no sense to me. They talk about they don't have enough employees. Just send the military out there or humanitarian thing. Let them dock it.
I'm back. I guess I'm in charge, y'all. Y'all better
Yeah,
be good.
yeah, she's
Y'all
gonna
better
make
be
food.
good. I'm in charge. Red Pill got the munchies and shit.
It's all your fault, Mo.
This is
Yeah.
my fault. Hey,
You
You
Chad,
know
got
my
go ahead.
birthday's Thursday, Mo.
damn, sand nigga.
Really? My birthday's Sunday.
You birthday motherfuckers.
No
Fuck
way.
you,
It
birthday.
sucks,
Fuck
man,
you on
because
your
when it's
birthday, god damn it.
you get the
It's
same present for
Yeah,
Christmas and
my
your
birthday?
birthday, you know.
yeah, it's horrible. It's no. I always get the 2 for 1 deal. No.
Yep, that's it. You always get just the one present. This is for Christmas and your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Red Pill Rage, man. She got the raw content and they shadow ban her.
What tonight?
They always do. They shadow ban all those motherfuckers that real, they shadow ban.
I'll be damned. She didn't even talk about nothing controversial.
They don't like that because you're real, because you don't have to. Long
Yeah,
as
they
you
throttle
know-
you. They throttle your reach down,
Yeah, you
so
long as
you
know where
don't get out.
they
People
don't
don't
like
get
you talking from the
notifications.
heart.
Well, you know what? I sure did get a notification that she was going live on YouTube. And I know when I first subscribed to her, I put on there always let me know when she's going live. Give me the notification. So I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Now I know there was shadow banning on TikTok because a lot of my videos would get a lot of views. I go back and look at it and took the views away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They take them away.
And I was getting like followers left and right. Now all of a sudden it slowed down. I maybe get 2 or 3 a day. And I was like, why am I slow down? It didn't take me any time to get like 1,000 followers. Now I'm still stuck at on one of my accounts 6,500.
Mm,
That's why you got to fight censorship by sharing.
not sharing.
Yeah.
Hey, what, bro? Shout out to all my peoples that show them some love, man. Shut down Henry Davis. Fuck that. I won't say the F word, but that dumbass nigga.
You're on your best behavior now, Mo. Come on.
Look, I'm on a look.
Yeah.
John, you know I hate being on my best behavior. I'd be like this. Halo, hallelujah, hallelujah.
It's like being in a straitjacket for you.
Right. Hallelujah.
Let's see the thing. Go ahead. Well,
Y'all know if I was on my shit, I'd be all stupid.
yeah, that's why I'm not saying some of the things I want to say because I'm like I'm on somebody else's stream.
Right. I'm not gonna fuck over Red Pill Rage.
See, when I'm on my TikTok, I get to say stuff I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing about TikTok though, when you put your stuff on the For You page, you get a bunch of people who don't even know you or follow you will report your shit.
Yep.
Because you didn't like a certain subject. Because it was one thing on there. I put a video of a black female officer trying to apprehend a suspect. She had a problem doing it, so a bunch of black guys in the neighborhood came to help her apprehend the suspect. I thought it was a cool thing, and I posted it. Next thing I know, I got a strike saying it was graphic and violence. There was no violence. No gun was pulled out. No blows were thrown. All they did was took him to the ground, and she handcuffed him. I appealed it and won my appeal, but then they still restricted me for a whole week.
Damn. Mo got a strike when he was out there live interviewing people on the street when the Rittenhouse case was going on. They got him for false information.
And I ain't said nothing. All I was doing interview people. So how you think about this? And I got flagged for it. I ain't said
they'll think of ways to make you seem like you did something wrong when you know you didn't do something wrong.
I think the white liberals are the fucking Klan.
They nailed him one time. He was screen sharing Trump's speech at the border.
It's the
and
white
they got
liberals that flagged me. It was
as hate speech.
Liberals. Only whites flagged me.
And all he was doing was restreaming Right Side Broadcasting.
Yep.
Yeah, I follow them too.
Strike. Niggas didn't give me a strike like that. For real.
Okay. Well, remember the guy on Facebook, Mo? This is for your own good.
But that's different.
Mo, remember the guy on Facebook? This is for your own good.
Yep. He said, Mo, you got to it. You about to have 1 million followers. This for your own good, bro. He shut me down. White conservative did it. And said, we don't need you out here like this.
I've had white people, white liberals, on my TikTok send me messages like, you're a coon, you whitewashed. They can say all these slurs.
I'm whitewashed. I don't care.
And the minute I respond, I don't even use any slurs or anything, but the minute I respond, they hit me with a strike. And they'll take my comments off. Oh, hate speech. You just let a white person call me a coon. And that's not hate speech?
Look, I'm watching Jen right here. I'm thinking she disappeared to make a steak. She got some noodles.
Simon?
I ain't mad at her.
Was that ramen noodles?
She would have got some ramen. I'm thinking she disappeared for some goddamn steak or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or a nice pork chop.
We call that Simon in Hawaii.
This chick got a goddamn noodles. I ain't mad at you, sister.
You know what? This is why if someone asked me for $10 and they really fucking needed it, because
Nigga.
I know how to budget myself.
Thank
There's a
you.
way to
That's
be
real
poor.
shit.
There's a
My
way to
nigga.
be poor in style, you
My
know.
nigga.
So I have my nice, high-end foods and my fancy foods and my hummus, and my expensive,
Yes.
Brayborn apples, organic shit, all my organic stuff. I have that. And
Yeah.
then every now and then, you buy a couple of these as backup so that
The
I'm not making
reality
the
check.
kitchen. So I'm not like making the kitchen greasy and, clanking cast
Mhm.
iron pans around in the middle of the night.
Hallelujah. Hosha ba 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 ba. Speaking of tongues.
Oh, I love fried
You don't make your own hummus?
Stop it, Bob.
You
You
know,
don't make your own hummus?
I've never tried hummus. I heard it's good.
No, I know
Garbanzo
how it
beans,
is. My son is
olive
gay as
oil,
fuck.
lemon
Look,
juice, garlic.
my son is gay as fuck and he's a vegan. He loves his vegan shit. For some reason, them gay fuckers love them fucking vegan shit. And I respect my son for it.
Mo, you gonna make me say something? I can't say on Jen's show. On Jen's
I'm being
stream.
honest, though. I don't care.
But I can't say it. I won't. I won't do
No,
it
don't
because
say it, man.
because it's on Jen's stream. God, what's it so
Just
bad?
say it.
You give me permission?
You have full permission. It's
Get
2:30 in the
it.
morning where I
Go
am. Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go
I've
ahead.
always said that being a vegan or being a vegetarian leads to homosexuality.
Go. You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
It's just not natural to not eat meat and protein.
Thank you. Nigga, I will eat a fucking squirrel sandwich. Motherfucker.
I've eaten squirrel. I like squirrel.
I never look. I want to try squirrel. And I want to put on some white bread when I do it.
Squirrel is great, but don't tell me for a single second that being a vegetarian or being a vegan doesn't lead to homosexuality.
Mm.
Every co-worker I work with that's a vegan or a vegetarian is gay or lesbian. That's a fact.
No, we know someone that's a vegetarian that's not. She's vegan. And she's got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
She'll be gay later.
Or bisexual. But I've always said that that's like,
They said that that's part of the Bible because Adam and Eve, that's how they were vegetarian. That's what they were telling me.
yeah, and they also tell me Jesus was gay. I don't listen to that stuff.
We not living in the Garden of Eden though. We
Mm-mm.
not getting that good. We're not getting that good God fruit. See, that God fruit will sustain you. Right now, we got Monsanto fruit, so
Yep.
you better supplement that shit.
GMOs.
Yeah, like when they say, well, you can have a plant-based hamburger. No, give me a
No, I won't
cow-based
eat
hamburger.
that. No.
Give me a cow-based hamburger.
I like my bacon. I like that.
You're Hawaiian.
Yep.
The only reason I stopped eating
Kahlua
pig.
pig.
Yeah.
Spam masubi.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was watching that other night. The spam, how they make it in Hawaii.
Yeah, they wrap it with seaweed
Mm-hmm.
over rice.
It looked delicious. I'm telling you. Oh god. I just hope I will get shadow banned.
I just never really acquired a taste for poi. It kind of tastes kind of like paste.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's made out of taro root.
My bad, I got some shrimp right here.
Got your shrimp?
It's some shrimp with some bread and some goddamn coleslaw.
Yummy.
Mm.
It's frozen though. It's frozen shrimp from the air fryer.
And it take long to cook.
No. My roommate, she's from Chicago. She went back to Chicago, and she's going back again. She brought me back some pizza puffs.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm not gonna get any lemon pepper. I'm gonna make some lemon pepper.
Oh, hold on, pizza puff. That's the shit.
That I know. So she brought a box back. So I've got that to eat as a
okay.
backup. After I eat my expensive organic shit. I gotta eat the cheap shit, but the cheap shit be the best cheap shit ever.
Yeah.
It tastes, you know what? Pizza puff.
Comfort food.
I put ketchup on my pizza puff.
What are pizza puffs? I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's like a hot pocket, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's made with much better dough.
Mm-hmm.
And the dough on it, it's kind of like that phyllo dough that you get from
Yeah.
the Greek restaurant, like the spanakopita and the
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Baklava.
baklava, and I think kunafe as well if you eat Turkish food.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, that pizza puff. Oh my god. I grew up on those. I was like 10 years old, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Man, that's all we ate.
Didn't that company
you do get
Tortino's,
pizza
whatever,
fried.
used to make those frozen ones? Tortino's or whatever.
Yep. But the frozen pizza puff is nothing like the one you make live.
Yeah.
You know what? When you out of town, of course, it's gonna be the bomb. But god damn it, go right here.
Oh, so it's exclusive only to Chicago. They only sell it there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would make sense.
It makes sense. Look, I have coleslaw. Look. Oh shit.
So who's David Carroll? Anybody know what this is? This is about?
I don't know who he is. I heard he
Queen
died.
Latifah.
David
Whoever's
Carroll.
talking about this, like, I want to get in on it. I want to know. Entertain me while I eat.
Heard the name. I can't place a face though. What's going on with him?
Oh, I don't know, but the name has come up twice in the chat tonight, so I was just curious what it was.
Oh. David Carroll. Yeah, I can't put a face on it.
Look at us. We're a bunch of stoners and insomniacs. Like, this is ridiculous.
I do this every night. I told you in one of our last streams. You know, if I go lay down, I'm just gonna be looking at the ceiling for the next hour or two. My sleep patterns all out of whack. If it wasn't so late here, I'd go get me something to eat, but it's too late for me to eat right now. Watching y'all made me hungry.
Hey, she owns some noodles. Like, hey, I'm good.
Hmm.
But I always try to. I mean, this one, like again, like I'm cheap, but I'm bougie. So this is like
Right.
this
Hey,
is the,
that's what my mama like.
this is the 79-cent cup of noodles, not the 39-cent cup of noodles. So this one actually has dehydrated vegetables in it, and it's really it's a little better quality and really good flavor. So I like these a lot, but I always add like I'll add some onions or some meat or some cheese or some hot sauce or whatever. I always fix it up a little bit. I just
Everything
don't.
ta- everything tastes better with hot sauce.
Everything.
Hmm.
Girl, these noodles were good. Had a little. Let's see. It had some dried cabbage in it, some corn.
Oh, that worked.
Yeah, brown sugar. That's why they taste so damn good. Little carrot flakes. Um, yeah, there's a good amount of vegetables in it. Oh, and this is the best part is drinking the raw.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it ain't meat to it.
Not tonight, but I do have some turkey. Like, but with this one, I would probably add a slice of roast beef because it's supposed to be teriyaki beef flavor. So,
Yeah,
I try to keep it consistent,
yeah.
If I had a chicken one, I think I have the lime and chicken one, so I'll add a little turkey to that one tomorrow. Damn. Shit is good. John, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's there.
Yeah, yeah. You just listening to y'all eat.
Mm-hmm. That's a shrimp.
Yeah, all of a sudden turn into a cooking stream.
It'd be like that.
Mhm.
It'd be like that. I want an air fryer too, just because the landlord here, he's so picky about clean shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sanitary. I have like the health department standards, but
Yeah.
even him sometimes like he gets a little irritated. Like me and Darlene got drunk one night and we made a steak and
Okay.
I cleaned everything. Like I cleaned
Yeah.
the stove, I cleaned next to the stove, I
Mhm.
cleaned up where we ate. I put everything in the trash, you know what I mean? Like I cleaned
Yeah.
everything as fast as I could. But I didn't wipe the area where I seasoned it, and
Oh,
I
fuck.
seasoned it on a plate.
Oh,
And there was a little bit of salt that fell off the side of the plate. And he found that shit the next day.
Oh
I guess
no.
damn.
I guess he touched the countertop and felt some salt there.
Well, he has OCD.
Yeah. Which is
No.
kind of good because our house is so clean. This house is a very clean house to live in, so I feel super comfortable. I like
Yeah.
that he's OCD, but every now and then it just be some minor shit, just some minor shit, and he'll see it. So,
Mhm.
and I'm a very meticulous sanitary person, but I mean, come on, dude, like we were drunk, we were having a good time. I didn't wipe this one fucking section of the countertop. We were drunk. Like, you're lucky it got clean at all.
Mhm.
But I want an air fryer. I think that would keep it would be a way for us to eat fried foods without having to clean up a lot of grease splatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just air fryer right now.
Yep.
Air
Mo
fryer
uses it a lot.
every
Mo
day.
uses it a lot. Yep.
And everything comes out crispy?
Chicken wings,
Everything.
ribs.
You gotta give me one of those.
They make them in all sizes now. I think when they
They do.
first started, they were kind of big, but now they can make them in like 4-quart, 6-quart sizes, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. It's like the size of a little bit bigger than a coffee maker, you know?
I gotta look into investing in one of those.
Fuck yeah. All right, so we should all make Amazon wish lists and make our fans buy us an air fryer.
Yeah, we should, right?
And then we'll have air fryer wars.
Right, exactly.
Like cake wars.
Oh man, I just love cooking shows. I love them.
All right, well,
That's funny, you know, Jenny, because that's how Mo got his.
What?
One of his followers bought it for him.
Really?
Yep.
Why am I not surprised?
I have to do a lot for that though, but that's not
That I admit, Mo, you had to sell your soul for that one.
yeah.
almost.
Look, bring that shit up. Remember I was in the air fryer? God damn, it's only $100. I should have bought them all. Got to stop throwing it in my face
Because they throw it in his face every time.
like
Mo,
God
you
damn.
remember I bought you that air fryer?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Look, Jen, I could have bought them all goddamn show. Don't keep on bringing it to me every time we do a live stream.
I hate when people do that. If you're gonna do something for me or buy me something, just buy it.
Right, from the goodness of your fucking heart.
But every time I see you, don't tell me about the goddamn thing.
Remember the air fryer? Like, look, I swear to God, I said I was thinking about getting an air fryer. She ended up buying it for me. What's your address? I'll send it to you. And that was it. All of a sudden, oh, share my video. Do this.
Yep.
I got flagged. Like, oh my God, I didn't mean for this shit. Let me shut up. Niggas think it's kind of a weakness.
That's why I say we've seen a lot of stuff in the years.
Man.
So I Googled David Carroll YouTube. I don't have any idea who this person is or what this is about.
Me neither. I don't know that nigga.
Is it this black guy or is it this like
I don't
old
know if
school-
it's black or white. I don't know this nigga.
He mentioned
this
Angry
old
Man. Maybe he's
school-
part of the manosphere.
Oh, fuck him.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh, okay.
Let me shut up.
Well, what did he do?
We never heard of him.
I
Yep.
never heard of him.
I never
What
heard of
did he
them.
do?
He don't roll in
Spill
our
the tea.
circles.
Spill the tea.
Yeah. I don't mess with the manosphere.
I don't either. I don't know them, but whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, they're their own entity. I don't even go over there. I made a mistake and clicked onto one of the creators. And I ran out of there.
Well, anyway. All right, guys. Like now I'm full and now I'm sleepy. It'd be like that.
Hey, me too. My bad.
Yep. We wore her
That's all
out.
I needed
She's
to
done
call
for the
you.
night. We
Oh,
wore her out. She's done for the
boy.
night.
That's why she got a roll ball. She's like, I'm done. I'm done fucking that niggas.
The ISIS has kicked in. The ISIS has kicked in.
Well, I mean, after changing a tire on a Ram 3500 by myself,
Yeah,
I would
it was
say
on
I'm
TikTok. We
entitled.
saw it.
I'm entitled to be tired. And I
Yup.
still completed 2/3 of my route. Not the whole route, but close to it.
I'm glad you could went on TikTok because you almost ruined the whole van where you put that.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
glad that I finally found the right spot. You know, that's what he said. You know.
I was dying laughing. Everybody was telling her, "Hell no! Don't do it! Don't put that."
My brain just
Rapper
it moves
1000.
too
I'm
fast. But
telling you, your
I'm
bullshit
glad
right
we figured it out, and it was really amazing that, you know, as much as toxic as social media is, I can at least say that I do have some fans that really do care and really do want to help, because you know what I found out as a result? So Tackleberry lives in fucking Austin. So now I've made a new friend as a result of this. I had no idea. So one of my followers lives out here. So we
I'm
talked
surprised
about
nobody stopped to try to help you with it.
no one.
Back in the day, when you see a lady on the side of the road with a flat tire, people stop and help them out.
Well, I mean, I was in Amazon uniform, and I had my hoodie on, and like they could have thought I was a guy, and there weren't that many people at the gas station either. So yeah, nobody helped. But TikTok did. TikTok killed it tonight. So I'm so proud of my TikTok fans. I am so freaking proud of them. They did me right.
All right.
You get a lot of love, Jen. You know that.
Well, you all gentlemen have a wonderful night. This has been probably one of the best live streams I've ever done, and thank you guys for being a
Well, I
part of it.
appreciate it, Jen. Okay, yeah.
I appreciate it as always.
You know
Well,
why? Look how many topics we covered. We did Revelation. We talked we got to debate a liberal. We got to eat, you know?
I love
I mean,
this.
we smoked, we ate. I mean, it was just like this is me. Like, this is what I love.
Right.
BMT is more like an independent, actually, though.
Anyone who's still straddling the fence after what I've seen over the past couple years, as far as I'm concerned, they're freaking they're soft. And they better fucking choose a side, because as far as I'm concerned, people who think that way are my enemy. So it's not because I want to feel that way. I don't want to feel that way. But
they'll tell you all the time that they're independent, but yet they'll vote Democrat down the ballot. So they're liberal. I hear that all the time.
Usually, saying that you're a libertarian is a good way to avoid a fight, and it's also a good way to win a lot of fights. But and I think, like, I used to vote Green Party, you know what I mean? So I was all, you know, fuck the system, and Democrats and Republicans, they're both fucking shit, and blah 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 blah. But not right now. Not during wartime. Choose a fucking side, and you might be a great person. You might have a wonderful heart, but if you align yourself with commies, you're my enemy. I'm not going to tolerate it. And we talked the other night. I said, I don't have a problem taking out the pawns. I can't take out the kings. I have no problem with that, but I'll take out the pawns. That's for sure.
All right.
Hey, goddamn bacon. Thank you for, I'm glad that I earned your follow. Appreciate you. Make sure you go check me out on Instagram. I'm RedPill TV1. Thank you for being here. I think it might be your first time here. So I'm happy you're here. Please consider your donations, guys. Do not forget to send me your screenshots. Send me your screenshots so I can get your email and get everything organized and written down, because, you know, Cardi's going to have to come up with something fun and interesting and sexy, but not too sexy, because I don't want to cause any divorces on Christmas Eve. So I will come up with something really creative and fun and sexy and tasteful, and something you can watch with your wives and girlfriends.
Hey, Jen, hey, please text to me. I'll be forgetting when I be, you know, kind of bored.
Yep.
Oh, I'm high as a kite. I'm not going to remember tonight, but I'll remember tomorrow.
But John, remind me. Just get the goddamn.
I'm always Mo's secretary. He's always telling me to remind him.
I be forgetting. I wake up in the morning like, Mo, you said you're gonna do. I did say it, but I forgot. God damn it!
I'm just excited that
Me.
I'm just excited I got to be on here with two of my favorite content creators.
Dude, I don't fall asleep on my panels.
Yep.
Literally, they're like, where am I at? They call me. I'm like,
Mo's woke up in the morning with his phone in his hand.
yep, they heard me snoring. Like I deleted the
Yep.
video, Jen. I deleted the video because I was embarrassed.
Not when you farted, though.
That's why I was embarrassed. I was all fucked up.
Oh.
On the goddamn screen.
Man, John got all the receipts on you, Mo.
Yep.
Yeah, of course, because she fucks me. And I fuck her. And we fuck.
He didn't say Kelly. He said John.
Huh? I didn't say Kelly got the receipts on me.
No,
he
John
said
got all
John.
the receipts.
Dude,
Okay,
Yeah.
it's bedtime. It's bedtime, boys.
yeah, it's bedtime.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
Auntie Jenny loves you. It's bedtime
Yeah.
for everyone. Good night, everyone, and thank you guys
Yeah, we
for
gotta go.
your pledges
Yeah, I'm out
tonight.
of here.
Okay, I'll
Night,
holler at
night.
you guys tomorrow.
Good night.